Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sports Cage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Here we go, Thursday edition of the Sports Cage. It is for Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan, for home, internet, and TV. 3 hours for you. Curtis is with me. Sharky is riding alongside. What do we have for you? Well, we have some interesting stories on way back. A CFL finding that I had no idea about. Like we talked about yesterday, we're kind of at the quarter pole. We're going to discuss what teams are maybe under the radar. Are there any teams overachieving in the CFL? Lee Kormish, live from the World Cup, will join us. We have the final set. I had no idea there was a third place game in this. What is it? A minor hockey tournament? So we gotta get Lee on the stream and get him chatting about that. Hour 2, Arash Madani. He has some very interesting news on a CFL record that could be broken this year. We got the NASCAR report, and then hour 3, Glen Suitor. Glen's probably listening, so he'll want to chime in on everything that we are doing. We like when you participate. Like yesterday, I think it was probably darn near a record engagement session through the YouTube chat and the text line. It's all brought to you by Prairie Land Rentals, 600 Albert Street in Regina, where you get to deal with the owner, whether it's something you need rent for that job, or if you're looking to maybe buy a power tool, gardening tool, they got the Husqvarna line there, warranty. The number 936-6262, 936-6262, the Prairie Land Rentals text line, and then all of our guests join us on the Western Pizza guest hotline. It's always a great night for Western Pizza. The Greek favorites you can't make at home, plus the perfect pizza, generous amount of toppings. Visit your local Western Pizza today. Sharky is here on Thursday for Flooring Superstore. Trent Dickin and his team. I talked to young Trent Dickin today. He said, when are we golfing? I said, yeah, my schedule is not as loose as yours, but...
no kidding, yeah. Just can't drop out and go golfing for the day.
And there was the team there at Flooring Superstore on Park Street, whether you want to do it yourself, and it's anything. Like we're talking carpet, we're talking laminate.
Lionel?
You said Lionel. I wasn't going to go indoor, outdoor. You want fake turf? You want the spongy gym, anything flooring that you can put on your floor, or if you're crazy, put it on your wall. You can visit Flooring Superstore. They can do it for you, or cash and carry. You walk it out, do it yourself. So thanks to the team at Flooring Superstore. Sharky, how's your week been?
It's been good. It's been really good. Golf tournament Monday. A lot of fun.
What course?
The Royal. Cougar hockey and basketball alumni. We had a blast out there. Some guys had more fun than I. Oh, it was hot. It was really hot. I golfed Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And then I went, and then I was underwater all afternoon and still got a sunburn.
I golfed Saturday morning, and then I was out at Country Thunder and all that.
Oh, I don't know how you did that, man.
I didn't walk Saturday. I always walk for the most part, and I'm so glad I took a cart. Are you wet towel while golfing guy?
No, but I should be.
I think that makes a world of difference. Usually in the groups that I play, I find I'm the only one that's kind of got other guys wet their towel to clean their balls and their clubs and do all that thing. I do it. I clean it towel. And I throw it on my neck, and I wipe my face down. I just wipe as I go. Yeah, I wipe myself down. I'm a
splash my face with water guy. I got a water bottle just for right, splashing around.
And then there's been times that it's been really hot, and you're in a tournament or you're walking or whatever. I take a spray bottle, and I look like probably an absolute pigeon, but it's good.
If you're comfortable, I don't care.
It is good. It is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got? Where do you want to go?
Did you go to the game Sunday?
No.
It was too hot for you?
I watched it in the pool. I was poolside. Yeah.
Yeah, Riders look good.
I was supposed to be on the east side, and I don't think where I was ever got shady. So
I think a lot of people started on the west.
Yeah.
And then
I I heard that the west side looked packed, like right to the top.
Yeah.
And then it slowly filtered across. Here's the thing that I don't think people give a lot of credit for. Hamilton's defense played really well in the first half. Mm-hmm. They did. They were a solid group, and they knew that they had to give their offense a chance. And they had to give them as much of a chance as they could, and I thought they did a heck of a job, and they just ran out of gas in the second half.
There were times in the game, though, that I'm like, why Jake? Scott, why Jake? And then he actually moves the ball quite well, and they put a few drives together in marches in the fourth quarter. And I said this yesterday, Trey Ford's sitting on the sideline, and then they're like, all right, go in. And he's probably like, what?
Now? I agree with you on the Trey Ford not going in. I don't think Dolegala was terrible. Like, I don't think he was terrible.
There was a couple throws.
There's a couple, but
hot garbage.
But I mean, he got them into chances to score. I mean, they got an interception that goes all the way back from almost the goal line to a touchdown, and they got a fumble that goes back. I mean, you take those two plays away, Hamilton's looking at 14 points. It's a different ballgame.
Wasn't that an uncharacteristic interception thrown by Harris early second half?
Yeah, it was. I don't know what he saw or what he thought he saw or what he was hoping was supposed to happen, but...
And I guess it's bound to happen, right?
Yeah.
If you're watching the stream, Curtis is showing it. It's kind of...
He didn't see McManus. Yeah.
He's got a guy coming out in that zone at about 15 yards, maybe like kind of hooking up there. He doesn't see McManus, maybe.
No.
Yet.
The other thing I would say is Hamilton had a lot of guys back there. Like there was a lot of guys in that area. If you show that reel again, I think there was one rider and 3 Hamilton guys with close to the ball. So it was not characteristic. Yeah, look at that. There's 5, right? So it was not characteristic of Trevor Harris at all.
You at the quarter pole,
yeah,
ish, of the CFL,
sort of.
I was thinking about this today and last night. We kind of skirted it yesterday. I'm like, this league is really, every team is one injury away from being almost curtains.
Well, it just goes to show you how important it is to have backups at all positions, but especially your quarterback. I think the Riders, and I give them credit for this, they've got 2 guys that have given them some depth, one similar to Harris, one completely different from what Trevor Harris brings. But yeah, you're looking at Bo Levi, and I mean, Hamilton obviously would put all their eggs in that basket, and now it's the Jake Dolegala show. And sorry, Jake, but this is going to be it. You don't fish or cut bait here. You're back to selling shoes at Foot Locker. It's over, right?
Or Forzani's.
Could be Forzani's. But yeah, every team's got the same boat, right? Not everybody can go dig McLeod Bethel Thompson out of a retirement home and slap some pads on him and see if he can play.
Here's Prairieland Rentals text line is open all day. Free to call or free to text.
Free to join.
We know people like to text. 936-6262. Who's got the best backup if things go south? I'll start it with now, I think, Winnipeg.
Well, Drew Brown suddenly looked like he was a decent quarterback all of a sudden after everybody gave up on him. It's like anything. A team has a scheme. Does he build it around the quarterback? Does the quarterback understand it? Do the players understand it? Do the receivers get where they're supposed to be? Are they all on the same page? Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. I think Winnipeg's deeper with Brown and with the Canadian behind him. I still think Ottawa's in pretty good shape.
Whoa, the only man in Canada.
Well, you know what? MBT behind him.
Ottawa?
Yeah. That guy, he just keeps coming out of the woodwork and throwing playing.
But why is he in the woodwork?
I don't know.
That's what we have to ask. What
fountain does he drink from that people thinks he can still play?
Why is he kind of thrown to the heap?
Who's behind Alexander?
Heap?
Who's behind Davis? Alexander. Who's behind him?
Isn't it Midnight Move? Terry? Isn't he one of the guys there?
He's one of the guys there. I'm trying to remember who the backup is. They actually went into the game because Davis Alexander's hammy was acting up.
Last game.
Yeah.
As
The
soon
guy
as
that
I
was here?
as soon as I say, then as
It
soon as
wasn't
I
Shea
say,
Patterson. Shea Patterson's gone.
No,
right?
he's gone.
he's at
gone.
Forest Annie's.
He's at Fort Sandy.
Okay, hold on. Montreal, Tyler Sneed.
That's a wide receiver.
Not okay.
No,
That Tyler Sneed.
Dustin Crum.
Crumsy.
The crumb
Toast.
back.
Toast is the quarterback in Montreal.
I'm looking at stats here. Sneed had 86 yards actually in that game.
Sneed's
And I was gonna
Sneed's
take-
a dog.
I was gonna take him over 70. I think. I never did play. I never played. I never watched the game. There was a lot of
I
points.
just got to watch the. What you must have like 15 screens going when you got gambling.
No, it's just if there's nothing else to do, like tonight.
Yeah.
There's like one baseball game.
Yeah.
The Open starts again at 11:30
a little
p.m.
slow. Yeah. A little slow.
I guess you could always find. So there's like a Lithuanian basketball league. I think I get somewhere. Wilson is the backup.
What's his first name?
Terry.
Okay.
Midnight Move Terry.
No, backup in Montreal.
That's
Dustin
in
Crum.
the text line.
Okay.
Well, who's better, Crum or Wilson?
Definitely Dustin Crum. Dustin Crum is
He's at least got
better.
some games under his belt.
But does that mean anything?
Well, you would think it means something. But again,
McLeod Bethel Thompson has a lot of games under his belt, and he keeps going. They keep going.
Right now he's got
Trey
a good
Ford's
shape.
got games under
I
his
have
belt.
never
and he
been a
wasn't
Trey
even-
Ford fan. Never. I've never been a fan of that sandlot football that he plays. He plays sandlot football.
I would sprinkle it in.
Dustin Crum managed to get some wins for an Ottawa Red Black team that does not get many wins. But then again, he went 5-15 with Ottawa Red Blacks as a starter. So not a lot of wins.
He didn't do well on your
Yeah.
draft from a couple weeks ago, did he?
Yeah. Well, I updated it recently. So it's 27-81-1. So Dustin Crum is 5-15 with all those starters there. Jake Mayer has now moved to 0-5. 0-5. He's going to have a Jeremiah Masoli stat.
I don't
pretty
think
quick.
Jake Mayer's played that bad. I don't.
There was the game what was it, the Calgary game? What's the game where I came on here the day before and it felt like he threw 13 interceptions?
Yeah, I actually gave him more credit last week than I should have.
That
'cause
was
he
literally the last week's game. It was,
Yeah.
It was the Thursday nighter.
Yeah, it was against Edmonton. He threw 4 interceptions.
Yeah,
And it felt like 14.
I gave him way more credit than he deserved. Yeah.
You know what?
Okay, so back to the original story. Who's in the best situation if something happens?
You know,
I think Winnipeg and us. I agree with you.
sneaky backup situation that's actually pretty good.
BC?
Edmonton. Edmonton's one of those sneaky teams that has a good backup.
Who's the backup
Who's
there?
behind?
Taylor Powell. Taylor Powell, it was the starting quarterback for Hamilton for a minute when Bo Levi kind of was having a down year. Like, for a while, Hamilton gave the keys to the car to Taylor Powell, and he was going to be their franchise guy. And then Bo Levi kind of has his resurgence, as you know. Yeah. His renaissance.
The Phoenix.
And yeah, next thing you know, he's a guy that hasn't played a lot of football in a while, but he's actually not that bad. Like, we haven't seen Taylor Powell in a long time, but he's actually a pretty good QB. So Edmonton's got a sneaky good backup QB, in my opinion.
Good
my
point.
opinion.
Those
All
are
right.
good. Those are good points.
That's a very good
Those
point.
are good
yeah.
points from Curtis.
Yeah.
If Bo Levi Mitchell plays in a walking boot with a broken leg last week, does he get more than 122 yards against the Riders?
Oh, that's a really good question.
We'll never know. We'll never ever know. We'll never know.
Hypotheticals. It's a bye week. Did you hear what we talked about yesterday?
Yeah, a
And
lot
we had
of
like 1,300 text messages
On fillet of fish.
Okay, here's a story today. You guys want to get engaging on the Prairie Land Rentals text
Did
line?
anybody bring a Burger Baron yesterday?
Yes. Let's not go back there though.
Okay. I just asked.
Dean already on the text line says Taylor Powell in Edmonton is a pretty capable backup as well. He's had some starting experience, Dean, in Regina. It's kind of what Curtis is saying. Brennan saying best backup in the league is Edmonton for sure.
Okay.
Whoa, for sure.
That's a big
I'm
statement.
What's happening
smart.
in Winnipeg?
Yep.
You know, Winnipeg is probably the best backup situation. I'm just saying Edmonton's got a sneaky good backup QB. Winnipeg, like Drew Brown's probably the best backup in the league. It's a very similar situation to the Riders last year, right? Jake Mayer is your backup, is actually pretty good.
Yep.
Jake Maier is your starter. Now it's a little questionable.
Again, I'm not so hard on him, but anyway, you guys keep slamming his thumb in the door.
You guys, I think majority rules from what the text messages we've seen here so
Taylor
far,
Powell?
Randy and Pat as well, saying Edmonton. So I'll bow down.
All right. Well,
I'll say, if you guys think it's Edmonton, then I'll go Edmonton. I'm going to leave this building tonight still in my brain thinking it's Winnipeg. No offense to Jack Cohn.
I don't think any
Or
thinking.
Braden Shager. Nico Cat, we haven't seen Braden Shager play live. If Braden Shager goes into a game post-September in the CFL, oh boy.
There's a lot of quarterbacks missing.
That's a tough spot to put a guy in.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, and Braden Shager had a good showing in the preseason.
He did.
It's very different to have a good game in the preseason than to play against defensive starters.
Without
right?
a doubt. Yeah.
Right? Like, yes, you have the offensive weapons and you have your starting receivers, but it's still different. We haven't actually seen Braden Shager play with the starters yet.
You're a sales rep and you're going to sell widgets to San Francisco in the mall, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, we need you to go pitch Amazon. Like,
It's different.
Things got real.
Yeah.
It's different.
We need you to fly to Seattle or Silicon Valley, wherever the heck they're based out of.
Yeah.
We need you to pitch Amazon. We need these widgets on Amazon. Enough with the mom and pops.
And just so you know, they've got a full-scale presentation system there. They're ready for whatever you bring.
Yeah.
It won't be good enough.
There's definitely no doubt that Braden Shager has potential, but he's not a proven commodity.
Well, everybody has potential
Yeah.
because they all played college ball.
Yeah.
They've all played good ball.
Yeah. If you play U Sports or NCAA, at quarterback level, there's lots of things you know about playing that position. But as the intensity changes and the level of your defense changes and your offense changes, you have to be able to adjust and keep up.
204 number, that message, I think your name might be Chris, allegedly.
Allegedly.
You sent a voice text. We can't play that or read that in that system. You might want to go 20 words or less on the on the test. Looking up at some of your text messages here. Yeah, I think it's Chris. So fire away if you want. Okay, here's the we'll go to break actually, and then we'll come back with something that our man Jason Wood. What's Jason's title?
He's the director of video.
Director of video.
Sounds important.
Yeah, anything with director in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a director.
Good for you.
At least I'm pretty sure that's his title.
I've never been a director. I don't think I want to be a director. I just want to be a guy.
I don't. That kind of authority. I should not have that kind of authority over anything.
What we do here is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've maxed out. This is the peak.
I am going to, let me just pull it up here because Curtis is making fun that I need reading. He's like, put on your reading glasses. I'm like, I don't have reading glasses. I still need them. That's another thing. I don't know where do I just go to a place, Costco, Superstore, and just buy them?
You can.
Because my optometrist was like, go get some reading glasses. I'm like, isn't that where you come in? Like, so they have you be telling me what I need here?
Different points. So
because I have contacts, right? But this phone thing is a real issue with contacts. I can't imagine in 5 years from now what I'm going to do.
I couldn't read my phone when I wore contacts. Unless I wore just one, and then I could read my phone.
Barney, that kind of feels like along the lines of going to the doctor and the doctor going, hey, you should get that checked out.
That looks bad.
Oh, that's bad. You should see a specialist.
I don't know what to do with that.
Well, that's happened. Specialist has happened. I'm actually supposed to go to a specialist for my eye thing, like when I see the black lights, like weird things going on. Anyway, okay, we'll go.
It's maybe connected to your foot. How's the foot to the eye thing?
And cholesterol.
And gout.
Yeah. So we're going to go back to, when was it, 1991?
91.
Okay, we're going back to 1991 here with a story when we come back. CFL. It's
a good one.
I was fascinated by this. It's a Sports Cage on Thursday for Access Communications. Prairie Land Rentals text line is open, 936-6262. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Lee Kormish from the World Cup is coming up in a moment. Also, just Nick in promotions. Our guy, Nicky the Stud, just came in here and said, here's what I'm going to do for you fellas today, for the Sports Cage listeners. If you're watching the stream,
It's a sleeve of tickets.
it's old school. There's nothing better than having an actual ticket.
It's way
in your
better.
hand.
Yeah.
I have 4 tickets
Only because I sold them.
to the Pile of Bones Rodeo. And right now, 4 tickets to the Cabaret After.
Rock Solid, I believe, is the band. Didn't we hear that?
That's an awesome name for a band.
It was in the commercial.
What do they play?
I don't know.
What's their go-to?
Do we know anymore? Do you have that in the commercial, Curtis?
No.
Where did you go, Curtis?
Auto Mr. Brightside, like every band does. But anyway, okay, 4 tickets to the Pile of Bones Rodeo in Regina this Saturday, along with the Cabaret After. You can stay, let your hair down, listen to Rock Solid.
I think it's them.
And
Does it say on the ticket?
all their hits. No, it just says Cabaret, I think. Pile of Bones. Anyway, okay. Text in if you can go. Just don't want to play and then leave them here. You got to come pick them up because they're hard tickets. You'd have to come pick them up today before 4:30 or tomorrow before 4:30 at 1900 Rose Street. If you come in, wave at us because you'll walk right past us. 936-6262. If you want to go to the rodeo Saturday night. Curtis, here they are. Nick, thanks. And promotions.
At the Brand Center.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah, sorry, at the Brand. It's at the Hamilton Arena. Yes, it's at the Brand Center. Okay, this story, we're going to get to Lee in a bit, and then this should get people thinking. I don't know if people remember this. It was 1991, and it's a news article from the Leader Post. Is there still a Leader Post?
There is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it every day.
It said the Saskatchewan Roughriders for first foray into pay-per-view television is getting mixed responses in Saskatoon and Regina. Long story short, without going through all this, Cable Regina, which was still Access Communications back then, I think.
Yeah.
Shaw Cable or Telecable in Saskatoon. And then they brought in the fellas and ladies from Yorkton with Northeastern Cablevision, and they paid $75,000, correct me if I'm wrong here, $75,000 to broadcast the Riders in Calgary game.
Because at that time, not all games were broadcast on TSN
So then
or
what
CBC.
Yes. So then if you were a cable subscriber, which back then, if you didn't have cable, you had nothing.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like what,
You had rabbit ears.
45% of people have went to IPTV, cut the cord, Curtis, me, lots of people. So the homes equipped with, you had to have a decoder.
It doesn't say how much it cost.
75. Yeah, I read somewhere it was $75,000.
No, 70,000.
70,000,
Yeah.
sorry. And they got the TSN crew, John Wells, Leif Pedersen is Pedersen, and Gord Miller to broadcast. And then to add a local angle to the game, Saskatchewan quarterback Rick Warman, there's a throwback, and linebacker Dan Rasovich will wear wireless microphones.
Not even something.
So you had to buy this game. It was
right.
a pay-per-view game. It was $19.95 early bird pricing. Do you remember anything about this?
No, I don't. And I should, but no. This is 35 years ago, right? It's a long time.
If you didn't have a decoder, if you were Poe, like we were, and didn't have a decoder, you had to pay $24.95 to watch the pay-per-view. Viewers don't have a decoder will have to pay an extra $5.95.
You had to go pay for the decoder, too.
And you had to pick it up.
Yeah. And did you see in the ad, there's a Leader Post ad here, there are bars that were playing the game.
Yes. Put it back up, Curtis, on the stream.
This is the part I like the best. So Salon B at Queensbury, not there anymore. Tumblers, not there anymore. Travelodge, now I think that would be the...
Well, there is a Travelodge, but
it's not the same one.
At your own risk.
Ramada Renaissance, different place. Landmark, gone. Stats, different place. Delight Pizza, gone. The Monarch Lounge at Hotel Sask, very different. Seven Oaks still exists. Mabel's, gone. PJ Mellon's, gone. Boston Pizza, I'm not sure which one. The Chelton Inn, gone. Mutt and Jeff's, gone. B52 in the Plains, gone. Bartleby's, Murphy's, Sizzler Pizza, Tops, all gone. Only the China Doll's there, and I'm not sure there's a TV inside.
And you could go to those places and pay $10.
$10 to watch a game.
So now youngsters that are listening to this and going, well, I
What
get
are you
to
talking
watch
about?
any
Yeah.
Rider game on a stream, on whatever I want. This was the grind back
Yeah.
in the day. Good on the cable companies for trying something.
Without a doubt.
They put their neck on the line. 70K split. Regina, I think Saskatoon would have taken the majority because there was...
Well, Shaw had Saskatoon, Moose Jaw, and Swift Current. And North Battle. No, they didn't have North Battleford. Saskatoon, Moose Jaw, Swift Current.
And about 10% of the 4,500 homes equipped with decoders in Saskatoon paid the $19.95, and then they didn't reveal the number. There was, I believe, 7,000 homes in Regina. Regina was a decoder city.
It was. Everybody had a decoder ring.
That's where, especially on the west side. I didn't even think you could get it on the west side. It was a year 3 you got 3 stations. You want to watch the football? Swim across the river.
Yeah.
We got to go back to, does anybody else remember this?
I'm sure there are people who do. But it is, at that time, Fred Wagman was probably also on the board of the Riders. So I give him credit for trying to broadcast a game through access or cable Regina to his subscribers. That was a good move. But of course now, I mean, TSN carries them all, right? You can get them on apps. You can get them on your phone. You can get it anywhere.
Curtis brought up a good question. What was a ticket price back then to go to a Rider game? Could you get into to Taylor Field for $12, $10?
I would think so.
Could you in 91? Help us out, people. 936-6262.
He's got an old stub.
Yes.
He's got an old ticket stub.
He's got an old stub. And do you remember that we got 3 hours to kind of dabble back into this.
We'll find it.
I love that. Delight Pizza, that place was buzzing, I bet, that night. $10 a head.
It would have been good.
The Plains Motel, the
Plains would have been good.
Yeah.
Plains would have been good.
Now it's a high-rise condominium.
Landmark, that would have been Checkers. That would have been just after I finished working.
I got a story about Checkers. Right, once when I was living in Saskatoon, we came down here. Okay, we'll revisit this.
Yeah, that was the last year I worked there.
I love this nostalgic, these nostalgic pieces.
Who found that piece for you? Like, where did that come out?
Jason.
Really?
Director Jason.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, we got people texting in like crazy here. We'll get to all these in a bit. We got to go to break. He's standing by live from the World Cup. We'll talk to Lee Kormish when we come back. It's a Sports Cage streaming through our YouTube channel. That's where you could see this article. Watch it on YouTube. Hit the like button too. Curtis is saying we need likes and subscribers. It makes his life a lot easier. It's way over my skis. I got 3 channels. It's a Sports Cage. We'll be right back. Keep the text messages coming. Prairie Land Rentals text line 936-6262. Sharky's with me for Flooring Superstore. The program is for Access Communications. Let's go out on the Western Pizza guest hotline. Let's all get craving Western Pizza right now. It's our first time. A nice lasagna tonight might be an order for me from Western Pizza. Joining us, our soccer insider from the World Cup. Let's find out first off where he is. There he is again, Lee Kormish. He's in some. Please say are you in Airbnbs or are you getting like Marriott points? Bonvoy.
Yeah, I've been on hotels.com and just really look for the most affordable place possible. But I learned my lesson last summer. You cannot book anything lower than a 7.0 rating. If you do, you're sleeping with cockroaches.
Wow, there's a good advice.
What's the Confed Inn in Saskatoon these days?
What does it rate?
What rating is that? It was the loosest off sale back in the day for us youngsters. Where are you today, Lee?
I'm in Atlanta, so I stayed here for 3 nights with the semifinal. So on to Newark, New Jersey tomorrow morning.
What an adventure you've been on.
Can you give us a ballpark of what the budget for this bucket list operation was?
Man, I've been tracking absolutely everything, and I don't know if I should tell you. I'm a little bit embarrassed of how much I've spent on tickets. I've saved money by not sleeping in hotels a lot. I did in planes and just wherever I could. I slept in my SUV in Kansas City the other night, so that was all right. In a Walmart parking lot. But and my flights, I did really good on flights. I've taken 44 flights, and I use a lot of points, Avion points. Just over $5,000 on the flights. A few thousand on actually about 2,000 on hotels.
Not
but
bad.
The tickets was the big one. The tickets, 21 matches, including the final on Sunday. I don't know if I should tell you guys what that
No, we can
amount
vote.
came to.
You don't.
We can do the math. We can do the math.
Enough, my man. Good on you. What an experience!
Yeah.
Like, it's been amazing following you socials as well. Lee Kormish is joining us from Atlanta. He's been covering and helping us with the World Cup information. Frontier Airlines. I'm sure you caught some Z's on a Frontier Airlines flight, didn't you?
Well, I got an email from Frontier this morning, and I unsubscribed from that. I never want to hear from that company ever again.
You got to go back last week and listen to that. That was good radio right there. Okay, Lee, I have to tell you. You know I'm not the biggest soccer guy. I've been right into this thing. Like, I am
Amazing.
First off, though, this morning I found out that there's a third place game. I had no idea.
What's the point?
Yeah, that third place game. It's meaningless to me. I mean, it's just a bonus game. I don't attend that one. I have no interest in it. Of the 104 games, I find that one just has no meaning to it. But the teams play hard and they go for that bronze medal, so it should be entertaining regardless. Gets you an extra game before the final.
How do you say Messi's first name?
I say Lionel.
Okay, I was calling him Lionel.
It's Lionel.
And then there's a Lionel.
Hey, that's fine too. That's fine too.
Kay, I got to tell you, he is my favorite soccer player of all time. I'm watching him. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lee, on this. I've been watching him, and then in the semifinal game, I watched closely. Is he like 5'7", 5'8"?
He's not very big, is he?
How tall? How big
Yeah,
is he?
I think he's 5'6". I'd have to double check that.
Whoa.
But yeah, he's a little guy.
I find that Messi doesn't dive as much as anyone else. Is that a true statement? I find he's got more respect for the game is maybe the term that I would use. Or is that wrong?
That game yesterday was the most physically demanding game I've ever seen in the World Cup. Argentina tracked and just swarmed around every England player once they got the ball, and the same in reverse. And Lionel Messi's a tough little guy, and no, he doesn't dive. He plays hard, and it's very respectable. Not like some of the other divers out there, which is the worst thing about soccer. My dad can't watch soccer because as soon as there's one dive rolling around, he's out.
Good.
I'm the same.
I'm glad you justified that and what I'm seeing. He got Sharky. You probably weren't watching. There was one point in the game that Lee's talking about. He takes Rob Blake style hip check from one of the defenders, and he kind of looks up like no call, and then just gets up, almost like a hockey player.
Yeah,
I was like, this. I like this guy.
Argentina, I thought, is one of the worst diving clubs too. Some of their guys go down pretty easy.
Central America, Latin America is known for it.
Yeah. Messi, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what? If you're picking Lionel Messi as your favorite player, that's a great choice. My brother, he loves all the greats, and his favorite player is Lionel Messi now. And what he's able to do at the age of 38 is incredible. He was the best player on the pitch yesterday. He was the best player against Switzerland. He was the best player against Cabo Verde. It's incredible what this man can do. There was one time yesterday when 4 or 5 English players tried to take the ball off him. He got by 4 of them, and then the 5th one just put him in the ground and got a booking for it. So he's the best player on the pitch. He's fast, he's smart, he's clever. He whips the ball in right to pinpoint where he needs to. Yeah, he is a darling.
Is there any chance that he could play at 42 in the next one?
Oh man, well listen, we were talking about him being done after 2018. And then he came back for 2022 and he won the World Cup, and everyone thought, okay, he's done. You know, he won his World Cup. He's got his swan song and he can ride off into the sunset. But he's here at 2026. I'm not going to write him off. I'm not going to write him off at age 42.
So does Spain have any chance on Sunday?
Oh yeah. Spain is the New
Yes.
Jersey Devils of the early 2000s, man. They don't give up any shots or goals.
Good comparison.
I'm a soccer guy.
I like that analogy of the New Jersey Devils because they played that boring neutral zone trap, and this Spain team might be the most boring team in the tournament, but tactically they're so good. They're the favorites going in on Sunday. A lot of people want them to win because of Argentina's antics and just the way the tournament has gone. So Spain are the favorites. They should win that game on Sunday, but I have been wrong about everything this World Cup, so I'm not putting any money anywhere. But I'm cheering for Lionel Messi. I want his second trophy. I want Argentina to win this thing. Just from everything they've been able to overcome, the resilience has been incredible.
Are they a team of destiny? That's what I'm wondering.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. They might be. Yeah, that destiny. I'm a believer in destiny, and I've seen it. And but Spain, man, they move the ball around so quick. It's about getting the ball back from Spain. Once they have it, it's really tough to get it back.
Destiny broke my buddy's heart once. It was the place isn't open anymore in Las Vegas, but yeah, she did.
Number 5 orange.
What? The odds right now, sportselect.com. Argentina's paying 3, Spain's 210. So not like a total underdog thing here for Argentina. But when you watch the game and you kind of handicap it or dissect it for us, what can you do against Spain the way they play to maybe penetrate more to get more chances? What would you say there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to reference Canada and Jesse Marsh's style of just attacking the ball. And I saw this in 2010 when Spain, very similar tactics, ticky-tack ball. Paraguay played them in the quarterfinal, and they went hard at them, and they nearly beat Spain in that World Cup. In fact, they had a missed penalty shot. If they would have converted that, they might have knocked out the champs. The Argentina, the way they played against England, 2, 3, 4 guys attacking the ball and running relentlessly at that team, that's what they need to do in this game. And I'm telling you, I think Argentina, the individuality, it doesn't matter who they bring on. They're so good. They're the smartest individual players, and they play like a complete unit. So they've got to do the same thing they did against England.
All right.
Okay, here's another question.
Okay.
Not about, unless you want to go to the game.
No, go ahead.
I want to go to, I just thought about this one. If there was a team out of this 2026 World Cup that you think was maybe done dirty a little bit, whether it was a call, whether it was a call 150 yards away that brought a ball back, what team was maybe was done dirty, if there was one that you could pick?
Well, you know what? I go back to the round of 32 in Cabo Verde against Argentina. I'm telling you, the amount of calls that went against Cabo Verde and just the amount of calls that they didn't get for free kicks in their favor. I don't know if there's a real bad one. Germany, I mean, that disallowed goal against Paraguay, that was a bad one. I thought that was really bad. Senegal against Belgium, that last minute penalty, I didn't agree with that. It was the slow motion that I think mucked that one up. So there's a couple teams, Senegal and Germany could have gone a little further.
One final question for me. Has America embraced this World Cup like you thought they might? Has it been a success in America? We know what it did in Canada. Has it been a success down there?
It's been a success. When I was in Seattle for the Australia match, I'm telling you, the masses of USA fans, they're so cool. They dress up in so many different costumes. They're so proud of their country. You got Benjamin Franklin and Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. They just dress up as characters.
Again, reminds me of Destiny.
They flew from all over the country for those West Coast matches. They played all their games on the West Coast, but they had the entire country with this team and wanting this team to win. And it was embarrassing how they were eliminated because, I mean, that was probably the worst goal I've seen in the World Cup ever, maybe that third goal that they gave up. And they didn't bring it against Belgium. They had played Belgium before the tournament in a friendly, and I think that's what did them, because they had no belief that they could beat Belgium or play with them. So has the country loved this team and embraced the sport? Absolutely.
Good to hear.
Okay. Let's play the game here, Sharky.
Okay.
Guess what? I'm on a third-party site right now. If you want one ticket, Upper Deck, MetLife Stadium. Well, we're not allowed to say that because it's FIFA. The stadium in the swamp in New Jersey, whatever they're calling it. How much do you think it is to get in one ticket, Sharky?
Upper Deck, 2,100.
6,999 American. The most expensive one that I'm seeing, lower level, 137 row 10, $111,000 Americano.
Is that the seat you have?
Sell.
I got to tell you, my story for the final ticket. Every World Cup, it's the holy grail. And every time I have a story of how I was able to get my ticket. Well, I've got a friend up in Scarborough, and I was riding the bus to my hotel in KC, and he messaged me and he said, "Lee, they just released 1,200 more tickets for the final." So I logged in quickly and I saw there was 1,200 tickets and they were disappearing. I could see the little red dots disappearing right in front of my eyes. I got a level 200, so I'm not in the rafters. I've been in the 300s in New York, but I'm in the 200s, row 2. I got a sweet ticket at face value.
Nice.
Good for you.
Good for you, yeah.
Good for you. Enjoy it, man. This has been so much fun having you on.
What a journey.
And just hearing about it and, just the kind of the craziness that goes along with it and your airline stories and everything. And just to clear the air, the Confederation Inn is rated at 3.6. So you said nothing under 7. So you're going to Saskatoon. I just
Don't stay there is what you're telling us, Lee.
Yeah, more advice from Lee. Travel safe.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. And again, really appreciated you through this.
I appreciate you guys being interested and wanting to talk to me about this, and I'm glad you're embracing the sport. I'm glad you got Lionel Messi as your favorite player, and I'm glad you're tuned in. You're into this. Yeah, it's great.
I'm not going to buy a jersey. I'm going to buy a scarf. One of those scarf things they wear. Argentina, Messi. There he is. Thanks,
he's a
Lee.
soccer expert. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Lee.
Hey, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Lee Kormish, traveling North America for the World Cup. You follow him on the social.
He went to Mexico City, too, didn't he?
Oh, he's been kind of all over. Then there's the Miami story where he got off the plane and they're like halfway through the game and he's like, you just feel gutted for him. I loved it. Like, it's just so different. And he's a guy from Saskatoon and he's doing all this.
He's living a dream.
And he knows the sport.
Yeah, but he's living a dream. He's following something like that, right?
Which I make fun of myself all the time. I don't know enough. I love being able to ask the questions about it.
But if you were to follow something like that over the course of a summer, or a course of a season, what would it be?
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
So he's going to as many soccer games, pitches as he could. Would it be golf? Would it be hockey? Would it be baseball?
I've been to a major of a golf event.
Yeah.
It was really good, but after like the third day, it was like, okay, I get it. Yeah. And that was a major. Still want to go to the Masters, don't get me wrong.
I think everybody wants to see it once. Yeah.
Live football is great, but can I pick like the big things?
Sure.
Oh, that's a good question, Sharky. I think I would go with, this might be weird.
Go ahead.
College hockey.
Yeah, you caught me there. I didn't see that coming.
Or possibly college football. Go to the big, my son and I went to, it's tore down now, Matthews Arena, Northeastern in Boston. And I'm so glad I took him. He still talks about it. He was 10.
I regret that I never saw the original 6 buildings. I regret that.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're all in my adult time, they were all there. I could have seen them all. Didn't.
I would like to go. I've said this. It's on the bucket list maybe for my 50th next year is to go to the World Hockey Championships in Germany. But you're saying follow and go to like a number of different things.
It's tough to follow that the same way because it's usually in 2 cities.
Yeah, but just to go, yeah. But that's a really good question. I think it might be college hockey. It's a weird one, but I think that I would love to go to some of the go watch Maine and whoever their big rival is are playing in Maine.
If it was a rival game,
North Dakota UND.
Yeah.
No, UND versus Denver.
Denver. Yeah.
Boston, the Bean
Maine
Pot.
would be Boston
When
College,
I played
right?
with the guys
Or
from
Northeastern.
Boston, they always talked about the Bean Pot, the Bean Pot, the Bean
Yeah.
Pot. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I was like, oh, I get it. But that's at TD Bank. Like, I want to go to the... I
wanna go to the small
I want to
rink.
go to Dartmouth to that small rink and see them play a rival. So
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe a little off the charts, but that's a good question. Learning so much here, having so much fun on the Sports Cage. Okay, so we gave away the rodeo. Do we give away the rodeo? We still want people up until the top of the hour. If you want to go to the rodeo, Curtis says. We got 4 rodeo tickets for Saturday with cabaret tickets to watch. What are they? Iron Horse? What's the name of the band?
I thought it was Rock Solid. Could be Iron Horse.
Rock Solid. That's
I don't
the
know.
name.
I need somebody to tell us what the name of the band is for the rodeo.
Rock Solid with lead singer Destiny. It's a Sports Cage. We are streaming through our YouTube channel. Streaming on our YouTube channel. And we're on 100 Years Old. Big event Saturday night, 620 CKRM.
It's time for the Sports Ticker. Brought to you by Reliance Heath Water Heater Rentals. Rent a water heater and water softener starting at about $1.20 a day and get $400 when you switch to Reliance Heath.
The Open Championship started today. Yes, I was watching at 11:30 p.m. last night. Absolutely love it. American Jackson Suber leads after the first round after a -5. Get this. He was 130 to 1 to lead after the first round.
Wonder how much action was on that.
His parents. Sanjay.
They probably didn't even put it down.
Sanjay M. Daniel Brown, our second. Top Canadian, Nick Taylor, 2 under par. The other Canadian in the field, Corey Connors, is sitting at 1 over. Western Canadian Baseball League tonight. Curry Field again. Regina Red Sox hosting the Lethbridge Bulls in Moose Jaw. Energy City's in town. Swift Current welcomes Fort Mac. Weyburn plays host to the Brooks Bombers. And Saskatoon is at Medicine Hat. CFL, not a lot going on, but Scott Milanovic says he knows who his starting quarterback is, and they know who they are, but he is keeping his cards close to his chest vest and not telling the public.
You can't see what I have.
They are home to Toronto Saturday. Hey, Scott, no one cares that much. Nothing new on the Zach Caleros out of Winnipeg. He's still out in Winnipeg, still nursing some sort of neck issue. His status for Sunday up in the air, but Drew Brown's going to want his revenge, want some payback.
Yes.
On Ottawa anyway. The ticker is for...
He would love to show them.
Reliance Heath. You can rent a water heater and softener for a loonie and 2 dimes, $1.20 a day. You get $400 cash back. Call on Reliance. Some conditions apply. 2:34 left. Can we get to some of these text messages?
Go ahead.
First off, Dylan.
If you're outside our studio, there's a guy about to do a header into the street. Just catch him
there's a lot of that going on today.
Yeah.
We got the camera. Curtis has a camera now. Randy says Drew Brown is starting. Yes, we don't know if Caleros is going to dress, though. I don't think he is. They're just going to roll the same. That's what I was saying there. Dylan, Prairieland Rentals, 600 Albert Street. Deal with the owner text line. Dylan, no, I did not do that today from yesterday's show. So thanks for listening. Thanks for messaging in again.
Warm up your...
That's good stuff. Back to the quarterback front. It is Andy saying Nick Arbuckle may still be one of the best backups. Only 2 years removed from Grey Cup MVP.
He did do something pretty cool as a backup.
Where is Nick?
I don't even know.
Is he BC?
Let's see if we can find him. Nick
Andrew says might be time for progressive lenses, man. You're almost 50. I tried those, Andrew, last summer, and I drove to Montana.
With progressives?
And then I wore them I tried it for a month. Oh, did I get a headache. And it's like, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. And then I couldn't do it. Andrew, so if you got any other tips, let me know, please, my man, because I appreciate it. There's some rodeo ticket players on there. Benny the Rochdale Rocket. You know what, Benny? Maybe I'll go to the cabaret with you. How about that? I'll do you one better. Hit me up Saturday night. Let's see what I'm going to the CKRM 100 party. I'm going to have cowboy boots on anyway. That hurt my feet. We've been through this. Maybe we'll do it.
Maybe that's your foot problem. Your cowboy boots.
I wear them like twice a year.
Okay, so it's not the problem.
Dean says, I'm pretty sure, back to our question, the 1991 pay-per-view thing. Dean goes, I'm pretty sure I watched that game at Little Bavaria Bar in the Northgate Mall.
Could have. It wasn't on the list.
They bootlegged it. Whoa.
Little B for the North Enders.
Send it in. Little Bavaria. Great name. Great handle. Sharky, need a favor. Please plug Carter Beck's grandpa, Ray Beck from Lang, former provincial champion with Lang Angels. Thanks, Alan
baseball.
M.
Nice.
Yeah, the Lang Angels.
That's quite a story.
Wagon.
Keep going in the first round. Wow.
Brendan, talking about the pay-per-view thing, says it really puts DAZN overreaction into perspective. Brendan comes with some good ones. CJ, growing up in small town, southeast Saskatchewan, we couldn't get cable, only the Regina Yorkton stations. We did have the big 30-foot antenna, so we could get Williston if there was a good electrical storm rolling through. When it came to the Rider games, we only could pick up the AM radio. I'd cover it on the porch. That's what we did, regardless of the weather, front porch. That's my favorite song of all time, by the way.
Front porch.
If the World Had a Front Porch, Tracy Lawrence.
That's a good tune.
That's my funeral song. Listening to 620 CJ, thanks for that one. And then last one, I'm not going to read here because I proofread it. It's another one.
Didn't make the cut?
936-6262. So much more to get through. Maybe more rodeo tickets. We are at some point going to do Pick the Score. I got to cue you on that when we come back. Arash Madani. We're going to talk about a CFL record
it's in trouble.
that could be broken.
It's in trouble.
In jeopardy this year.
Yep.
It's a Sports Cage. We're back after the news. Welcome back for Access Communications on this Thursday. Trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Sharky is with me for Flooring Superstore. Trent Dickin and his team, over 20 years experience. Curtis is in the pocket. Curtis, is this your second last show and then you're kind of just in fill-in role because you...
Yeah.
Colson's back Monday.
You go back to backup?
Colson's back Monday. McLeod Bethel Thompson's back.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Colson also has a sick beard like McLeod Bethel Thompson, but yes, this will be my second last show, and then it's just whenever Colson needs a day off and whatnot.
Curtis has done an unbelievable job.
He has.
Filling in.
Very nice.
Very nice, Curtis.
You know,
fellow.
like McLeod Bethel Thompson, a guy was QB1 at one point or another.
Yeah,
you know?
you got game. You can play.
Yeah. He only got crusty with me really once.
Really?
Yeah, he
had to give you a little bit of
that kind of millennial, like, I'm just going to pout. Only
I'm 28 and I'm going to pout.
Once. No, he's done an amazing job. People that don't see the work behind the scenes to get ready from, you know, when we kind of start things in the morning and then we meet and then, you know,
it's not simple.
A lot of the contributors have
simple.
Requests. Some are more high maintenance than others, but they're good. And Curtis likes to a lot of times put his creative spin on things. So it's been really good. Sorry, I was ask you, have you seen Colson recently? Or are you telling me he's going to like walk in looking like Colin Lovequist with a big beard?
Possibly. What are the odds? Do you think he's had the time to keep the beard trim?
I don't get long beard guy, especially when it was like the weather we just had. AJ Oled.
I don't get it even with hair. Yeah. Nice.
Would you sacrifice a full head of hair, but you had to wear a long beard?
No.
No you look good bald.
Thank you.
Yeah, it suits some people.
It does. It's not for everybody. There's some badly shaped heads out there.
I had a brush cut in grade 10. You used to get rookied in hockey.
Yeah.
And they used to shave your head. Like, totally.
Yeah.
So my grade 10 high school picture...
You have a brush cut.
my family, they're looking through the yearbook, and my wife and my daughter, and I think my son were like, yeah, that was a bad look, Barnacle. And I was like, I didn't do it on purpose.
It wasn't my choice.
I wasn't brush cut guy, but like, look, like even now, this is short. if you're watching the stream.
You have a good head of hair. You should
Thanks,
be proud of that. Live, damn it. Live.
But then I don't know, I would maybe take bald get rid of the rest of my ailments.
Yeah. If I can get rid of gout and have hair,
I haven't
that'd
had
be good.
gout,
Yeah.
knock on wood, I haven't had a gout outbreak since I had sunflower seeds, though.
I'm still working on my gout, boys. I'm still working on it.
You don't have it yet, or are you trying to figure it out?
I don't have it yet.
Okay.
I think you, Arash, and Barney inspired me to set goals to get gout. So
There you go.
This guy
It's not hard.
This guy wouldn't look good bald, I don't think, or with a long beard. He's like me. Let's go talk to Arash.
It's time to go coast to coast with Arash Madani for Smart Investing Solutions. Be smart with your money. Call Brian Gawley at Smart Investing Solutions, 546-2533.
Am I correct?
When did this become gout headquarters?
Right from the start.
How has that become our lives? How has that become this show?
People love talking about real life things. We found that out yesterday with the topic was I've never in 49 years, Arash, I'm just going to say what we did yesterday. I'm not going to get into it. In my 49 years on the earth, I have never gone or been with anyone that has gone to McDonald's in order to fillet a fish. I couldn't figure out how they stay on the menu. But we had darn near 1,000 messages on it. Maybe more.
Amazing. People are into it. Yeah.
It's a bye week in July, and you know me.
And this is what we cover.
I love talking about real life stuff, pop culture, movies, people, ailments, beards.
Ailments. Yes.
But you got a good head of hair too.
Yeah.
Well, we're holding on for dear life over here. We're clinging to the edge of the mountain.
I think if it was going to go, it would have gone by now. I think you kind of know what you're going to be. What's your dad like? What's your dad's?
I was about to say hereditary doesn't look good. If I can see down the down the road, it's
Now they say
there's
it
not going
comes
to be
from
much
your
left.
mother's father. Your hair comes from your mother's father.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. That's the
All
story.
right.
Guido? My Guido had
Sticking to
good
it.
hair.
My grandfather was bald as a cue ball.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your dad's name, Arash? Or was?
Allie.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Allie picked Spain over France, which nobody did. And he picked England over Argentina. And I called him yesterday for his 77th birthday. And he didn't want to talk about his birthday. He wanted to talk about what cowards the English were with the way they handled things at 1-0. And I'm like, well, Pops, you haven't changed as long as I've ever known you. So.
Is there ever a chance that we could get Allie on with you?
Yeah.
Do you ever do your hit from your childhood home?
You know what? We will work on making that happen one day.
That would be a special show.
He would not know anything about the CFL other than Swervin' Mervin Fernandez, and that might be it.
How's his baseball knowledge? Is he up on the Jays?
He's not a baseball guy. He's an NFL guy. He's definitely a soccer guy. He's an NBA guy.
Can he talk?
And he's like he can talk. He's got a lot of opinions. Again, that's hereditary. Yeah,
That's all we need. I'll get him going down movies and music and arthritis and gout and everything in between. We'll easily kill a half hour.
Yeah.
we'll make that happen. We'll make that happen.
Was he born in Canada?
He was born in Iran, came over for grad school, and stayed.
I'll kill an hour with him. I'd love to sit down with him. That'd be amazing. Did you, before we get into this, I just remembered this too. Did you ever find out what all that screaming was on Tuesday in the hotel lobby?
I did. So there was like, it was a corporate thing going on, 2 different teams, and they were doing like cheers. I'm like, really, guys? Like, it was dead quiet up until 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then at 6:05, all hell broke loose. But I promise it was not a mass homicide. You would have heard about it by now. If that was
I was listening to you on the radio. It sounded like you were at a high school cheerleading competition in the background. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, let's not let rumors get started, Sharky. Let's not go down that road. And we don't need that. No.
We've all been around some real bad like team building things that people do. It's like, oh my Lord.
I saw a meme actually this morning. It was sent to me. And it was a can of tuna that was opened. And the caption said, "I'd rather drink the water from this can of tuna than talk about myself in a team building event."
I don't mind tuna water. Yeah, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
See?
Put on the rocks,
Allie,
a little
tuna
squeeze of
water.
lemon.
Yeah.
You'd probably talk some tuna water with us.
Little pepper.
Okay, let's get into this. I've teased this today. Justin Rankin, his season is amazing. There's no doubt about it. But, big but, you have someone right there with MOP in the MOP conversation that maybe isn't receiving a lot of accolades.
Guys, we are what's unfolded through 5 weeks, and it's important to point out it's 5 weeks. There's 13 games to go. We are actually witnessing the greatest single season receiving performance in CFL history, and nobody even knows about it. Nobody's talking about it. So Curtis, the artiste that he is, and we can't wait to have Colson back. We're going to miss Curtis because he's the maestro here. Tyson Philpot of the Montreal Alouettes is on pace for more than 160 catches and more than 2,600 yards. This dude is catching 9 balls a game and is out of his mind. Now, what does that mean historically? Again, we're talking 2,600 yards and 162 receptions. Curtis, why don't we run this thing in terms of what this means historically? Because in the history of this league, Alan Pitts got over 2,000 yards once, 2,036 yards. Guys, Philpot's on pace for 2,600. The greatest Canadian receiving yard season was Terry Evans, and 60 years ago, he did 1,160. Brad Sinopoli, the great Ottawa Red Black who started his career with the Calgary Stampeders, he got 116 balls back 10 years ago. Mookie Mitchell in the 98, 160 receptions. That's the league all-time receptions leader for a season. This dude's on pace to shatter things that you didn't see ever coming. And so as we look back at where things stand right now, it's not just the yards, it's not just the receptions, it's just how dynamic a player that Tyson Philpot is in Montreal's offense. Like, he can stretch the field, he can make the ridiculous catch look routine. He is all of it. And I'm not taking anything away from Justin Rankin, boys, okay?
No.
But and again, there's 13 weeks to go. Tyson Philpot, far and away, is my MOP right now.
I'm
on July the 16th. Miles to go before we sleep.
I'm going to throw this out there.
Yeah.
Just me. Can you go back to the first slide, Curtis? I think this, I always land on this when there's like historical things, even if it's other teams. I would love to see it. Just to say, you know what? Yeah, that was when we were doing the SportsCage. We were having fun. And that Tyson Philpot. And then I'll always go, and Arash kind of was calling it in week 5. I would love to see it happen.
Like, this dude turns 26 years of age later this month. Here's a Canadian from suburban Vancouver who is the most explosive player in the league, who's got the best hands in the league, and on their team, just so important. And I don't know, like, and I don't want this to sound hokey, guys, but like he went to a U Sports school. He won a Vanier Cup at the University of Calgary. He was the most valuable Canadian in a Grey Cup, catching the game-winning pass in the final drive when Cody Fajardo found him in the back of the end zone. Like all these things are just such an incredible story for a dude who, as of today, is still only 25 years of age.
What's crazy is if you're defending against Montreal, they've only got 2 receivers with any yards, him and Sneed. Like, it's not like you got to cover 6 guys, right?
And Sharky, this is what's going to make Montreal dangerous is Cole Speaker's coming back, and he's coming back soon. And now all of a sudden, it's a big if they keep the quarterback healthy, now all of a sudden defenses are going to be on alert.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden the Alouettes can pick their poison. And look, we saw what Jason Moss loves throwing the football.
He does.
Former quarterback, finds ways to get his receivers open. Da-da. I mean, there's so much here, and it'll be cool to watch. It'll be cool to watch as this season unfolds, the kind of history that Philpot might be able to create.
Both him and Rankin, the kind of history they might be able to create.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
We all know where this can go sideways, though, for Montreal.
Yes.
Look at your bad attitude. Why are you
It's a realistic attitude,
why are you
lady?
having a bad attitude?
Sharky.
Right away, he's got to go to the negatives all the time. Arash.
You two are great. Remember the movie Grumpy and Grumpier Old Men? Here we are.
No, we're nothing like that.
Why don't you pull your lip over your head and swallow?
Very good.
Yeah, like
they need the quarterback to be healthy. And look, Davis Alexander remains like you hold your breath every time he leaves the pocket. This is just last week.
He's grabbing that hamstring already.
It's tough. That's tough.
Right? Rolling to his right, grabbing the left hamstring. They said it was precautionary. They say he's fine. But doesn't it just feel that at any time that thing can go, especially after last season? So it's...
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we were laughing about McLeod Bethel Thompson before the segment. He's in Ottawa now. You don't even have real insurance right now that you can count on.
Well,
that's what I was just looking at. Who is Anthony Brown Jr.?
Midnight Move Terry. Isn't he there?
Dustin. No, Anthony and Dustin.
Where did Terry Wilson go?
Home.
I thought he signed with somebody.
Maybe he did.
Can we jump to Winnipeg?
Yeah.
And what's that? Yeah, Terry went to Montreal. Terry Wilson.
Oh, he did?
He showed up at the bus station in Montreal. Drew Brown.
What a great house.
What a game against Toronto. Whoa, I lost. I would have lost a bet if I would have played that one. Same Drew Brown that struggled in Ottawa. Can Winnipeg win if Zach Collaros or Collaros remains banged up with that neck injury?
So, the name of the game is winning games. The name of the game is win that week. Drew Brown won last week, and Drew Brown's going to have no problem on Sunday winning this week against Ottawa. To me, as a long-term option, Drew Brown is not it. Drew Brown can't be the guy who is... And look, Ottawa's horrible. We've been saying that for 2 years. So.
Sharky's still buying stock.
There's hope. There's hope, baby. There's hope.
Washington Generals
Sharky's still... he's hanging on to his Nortel stock.
Yeah. And my Atlanta Thrashers jersey. Yeah.
Drew Brown's going to be able to get you through a couple of weeks, but he's not going to be able to get you through the entire season and the playoffs. They need Zach. They need Zach to be healthy. Drew Brown's not it. But for a couple of weeks, you get Toronto at the tail end of the longest road trip in pro sports history. You get Ottawa, who's hopeless, and suddenly these two win. Like, they all count the same.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter how. Drew Brown's getting it done, but he's not it. He is not IT.
What's the weakness? What do you see in Drew Brown that he can't get it done? What's the problem?
Arm strength. durability, leadership, ability to play through stuff isn't at an elite level.
Wow, that sort of sums it all up. He's just bad.
You basically
but
just
like, there's
described me.
Yeah.
Right.
Could be
But
any one of
here's
the
the
three
thing,
of us. Yeah.
guys. And that's why they call some players franchise quarterbacks. Franchise quarterbacks have the majority of them. Backup quarterbacks have, it's almost like your gas tank. They're around halfway. They can get you to where you need to go sometimes, but they're not going to get you through the road as long as it needs to go.
Okay. I asked this question in the first 10 minutes of the show. I'm going to ask you. What CFL team is best positioned if their starting quarterback goes down for the year?
Where's none of the above? And I don't say that in jest. Like if Nathan Rourke goes down, it's over. If Cody goes down in Edmonton, they're toast. On and on. Look at what's happened in Hamilton. You know, we saw in Toronto what happened last season. They tried how many different guys when Chad Kelly couldn't go for them?
Facetiously
I guess,
and hypothetically, I said in hour one, I think Bo Levi Mitchell in a walking boot throws for more than 122 yards last weekend at Mosaic.
you might be onto something. And he'd be so hepped up on painkillers, he wouldn't even know what the hell he's doing. He's just throwing for the He's just going, yeah.
So Curtis and a lot of our listeners, consensus was Edmonton is in the best position. I say it's Winnipeg. You've kind of said that Drew Brown.
It's probably Winnipeg.
When you said Winnipeg, Drew Brown is the last kid picked in the flag football game at recess.
Right. So Winnipeg has. Like, here's the thing: if Zach can't go, if this ends up being a long-term injury, which I don't think it will be, but if they need to go with their backups, I would have packages for Taylor Eldersma.
Yep.
I really would.
Yeah, he's got to be ready.
I know what game I'm intrigued of this week. What are you intrigued of this week with the CFL? Riders on a bye week. We're trying to kill time here, 3 hours a day. Seems to be working. What game intrigues you? What intrigues you this weekend?
Well, if the Edmonton Elks win and can win at home and improve to 5-1, it means the BC Lions are 1-4. And suddenly there's a lot of catching up to do. Like that, I still think BC can play. They obviously won in Kelowna, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, for a mid-July football game, suddenly there's a lot of urgency here for the Lions. And what do they have in store for Mr. Rankin? I think that is one of the real intriguing kind of storylines of the week.
It's interesting that we put BC where they are right now when at the start of the season we had them as the top team in the league.
Who?
Well, the genius over here at BC versus Hamilton, and now Bo's in a walking boot, and the Lions could be 1-4. So
yeah,
you know who to come to for all your predictions.
It happens. Oh, and you're gonna have some guys calling you out on that for sure. One guy in Calgary specifically. He just can't help himself. BC Edmonton, boys, tomorrow night, though.
That's a good game.
It's
a good game.
I don't get jacked up for Friday night football when it's two teams that aren't including the Riders, but
it's a big one.
I'm going to be eyeballs to the screen. Sprinkletown, yes. Did you?
By the way, I hate to make this an annual tradition. Well, it's the MLB All-Star break. Why don't we have a game on tonight? Why isn't there a football game on tonight?
Yeah, you know what? You bring it up every year, and you're darn right. You're darn right every time. Yeah,
it's a Thursday night. Wouldn't you love to watch some football tonight?
Yep. Be the only thing on.
Well, had
some women's soccer earlier.
Can I just a couple guys talking here? I think I had my most successful CFL visit to Sprinkletown that I can remember last Sunday.
Oh, I'm listening. I'm all ears.
I know you're gonna like this. It's on SportsCage.com too. The all bets are off segment. Watching it at the Craven Motor Inn, great little tavern in Saskatchewan here, getting out of the heat.
Original carpet.
I couldn't do the points. So lazy, scapegoat, I went money line. Riders, ching. I went under
Ching.
53.5 or whatever it was. Ching. I went and I ran to the credit union for this one and took out everything I could on my daily limit, which is still set at what I was, 17 years old.
Yeah, $50.
And went Jake Dolagala under 260 yards. Ching. Then I went KSB anytime touchdown.
Curtis,
Before I get to the big one, I'll go to my one loss. You got a won't.
Yeah.
I've been playing this every week just on a little half unit, quarter unit. Del Duncan Busby, anytime touchdown. Didn't hit. That's okay. There we go. But then the one that did hit Arash.
There it is. Yeah.
Riders, anytime defensive touchdown.
Oh, and what a defensive touchdown it was.
Yeah.
Running around the Craven Motor Inn. That's what I was doing. I'm running around. The lady was like, what's this guy doing? Over the pool
So
tables,
at what
by the
point-
hilts.
So he picks it off at the 2-yard line. At what point, I guess it was Curly Gittins was the last man back. You're thinking to yourself, oh, somebody block him.
You know what? I'm like, no flag. Because when he kind of gets there and then all of a sudden Suits comes on and goes, oh, but we got a flag back there. It's like, shut up, Suitor. Yeah. Most successful, I think, run that I remember.
That's an all-timer, dude.
I knew you'd like that one.
It's a good one.
I knew you'd like that one.
Congrats.
Yeah.
I don't know. What
Okay, I want to ask about Calgary Montreal this week. Is Alexander good enough to go?
It sounds like it. It sounds like it.
There's going to be a lot of tape on that leg.
That's a lot of tape on that leg, and then there's the altitude, and then there's there's a lot. And Calgary's going to be pretty desperate. Yeah.
Calgary defense gives up a lot of points.
That was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a game last week. Came down to having to make a stand. The defense did. So Calgary's going to be in the fight. Calgary's going to be sticking around all season. Like, they're kind of under the radar, but don't count them out.
Oh, Jeffrey. That's just a hug. That's what it was. Arash just gave you a hug emoji right there on the text line. Oh, buddy. We'll be intrigued. We'll watch tomorrow night. So Tuesday night, we get Arash with the Screaming Team Builders, the Subaru convention. And today we get Arash with people cleaning up a luncheon in the background.
Somebody's doing
You're 2 for 2. You're 2 for 2. Yeah.
Tell your dad I said hi.
Yes.
I definitely will. We'll get him on at some point this fall, I promise.
That'll be cool.
He'll tell you how miserable Vikings fandom is, because I was born into it.
Love it.
Right on. See you,
Okay,
Arash.
brother. Take care.
See you, boys.
Yeah. Coast to Coast with Arash Madani. Brought to you by the great Brian Golly, Smart Investing Solutions. Be smart with your money. Call Brian Golly. He's going to be there Saturday night, I would hope, at the CKRM 100.
Big soiree. Yeah.
It's always nice to talk to Brian.
Boutros Golly.
Love Boutros. It's always good to catch up with him. Okay. We got to get to some text messages. What do we want to we got to go NASCAR report when we get back.
Okay.
NASCAR report when we get back. And
get my Croft hat on.
Right now until 5 o'clock. So the clock says 19 minutes. 936-6262. SaskTel, pick the score. Text in. You have to text in. Curtis was looking at me like I was going to say a
What
caller.
score?
What is the score next Thursday?
Oh, next Thursday.
We're just playing. A chance to win tickets to the next Rider home game.
We're not playing.
If you get picked and you're closest to, you win a $200 SaskTel gift card. It's all brought to you by SaskTel. 936-6262 for 20 minutes. SaskTel, pick the score. Riders, Eskimo, Elks next Thursday. That's going to be a good one. Crofty better have his tailgate 10 out of 10 because I'm coming in hot that night. I'm coming to the tailgate. Can't wait. It's a SportsCage. We'll be back after this.
The SportsCage Clutch Performer for Keln Solar. Thinking about saving money by using solar power? Keln Solar is a local family company that can put solar panels on your home, business, or farm. KelnSolar.com.
Yeah, and if you're in the ranching business, go to KelnSolar.com. You need them. They can make life a lot easier. Okay, Sharky.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? I'll go first. Clutch Performer, anyone that took Jackson Suber to be leading the Open after round one, because as I mentioned in the ticker in hour one,
Good bet.
130 to 1 it paid.
Yeah.
That's a bet. Okay, what do you got?
I got Saskatchewan Amateur Golf Championships going on down at Kenosi Lake.
Let's go.
On the ladies' side, Alexandra Schmidt from the Royal has a 3-stroke lead.
She's a player.
Yes, she is. On Grace Odnikon, and a 5-stroke lead on defending champion Chloe Willis. They are through 10 today. On the men's side, Carson Harcourt, Jorgen Lee Viken, and Ethan Hunter are all at -6. Defending champion Luke Cote is at +4. He's going to have a tough time catching up to that group. So some guys are making a run for a provincial title.
Yeah. SportsCage.com. Benny Walchuk's done a great job of covering that.
Yep.
He'll have the rundown. You can go and check it out there. SportsCage.com, the leader in sports news around Saskatchewan.
Yes.
Keln Solar, Lumsden, Saskatchewan.
Are we doing the Bison?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right.
Not yet. Can we go to NASCAR?
We can.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
The SportsCage NASCAR Report, where rubbin' is racing, is brought to you by Croft Electric. Almost 29 years of trusted, reliable home, farm, and commercial service for all electrical needs. CroftElectric.com and all socials.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
And on Curtis's final show, he sticks with the love-in of Matthew McConaughey calling the start for the drivers.
I just got 3 things to say.
He didn't go to number 1, Kevin James. The weather was the big winner at Atlanta. A weather delay of hours as the race did not end till early Monday morning. Ryan Blaney was not bothered by the weather. He led 171 of 263 laps. But in the last lap, he was in a battle when he took the lead from Carson Hocevar and Bubba Wallace with a push from Christopher Bell. Bell, Hocevar, and Ty Gibbs came across 3 wide, followed by Eric Jones. Bubba Wallace was penalized for driving below the yellow line, essentially out of bounds as he tried to take the lead. Blaney has the last 6 wins for Ford, and with this win, it is Ford's 750th on the NASCAR circuit. That's quite a record. Shane Van Gisbergen may have figured out how to race on oval as he finished 6th at Atlanta, his best showing so far on an oval. Standings have not changed much, with Hocevar and Bell each moving up 1 to 7th and 8th. Eric Jones holds the final playoff spot with an 8-point lead on Joey Logano. This weekend, NASCAR moves to the North Wilkesboro Speedway. This historic track, built in 1957, will host the Window World 450 on the 5/8 of a mile oval. This track has a great history, including being closed, falling into disrepair till being purchased and rebuilt by Speedway Motorsports, which owns 11 NASCAR tracks. We're on a small oval, so rubbing is racing, baby. There'll be lots of bumping and grinds, lots of guys getting knocked out, space to be limited. Go with the drivers who finish high on the pole, as it's tough to get from the front to the back. You like that? Bumps and grinds?
That's good, man. That's a good report.
You like that? It is. It's going to be a fun race to watch on Sunday.
What's it called? The Window what?
The Window World 400? Yeah, Window World 400.
What is Window World?
I have no idea.
Let's look it up. Is it?
Somebody look up Window World.
Is it in relation to Spatula City?
Could be. 5/8 of a mile is not that big. Like, that's a tight, small track. So they'll be crashing and banging.
Window World offers energy-efficient replacement windows, exterior door siding, and more. Probably in the USA.
In the USA.
So Freeze Tallman's got him beat over and over and over.
All day long.
Yeah. So that's good stuff.
But North Wilkesboro's got a great story. If you ever look up a racetrack, North Wilkesboro is very interesting. Yeah. So be fun to watch Sunday.
NASCAR report brought to you by Croft Electric. Crofty, and if you're watching the stream, you get Sharky and his floppy, what's that called?
The bucket hat.
The bucket hat. CroftElectric.com.
Makes me look older.
Follow them on all the socials and sign up for their preferred program. And if you're tailgating, stop by and say hi. Hey, Crofty, I hear
check out a generator.
Crofty, I hear about you all the time in the Sports Cage. I wanted to come shake your hand.
Yeah. He's a big deal. Just come and see him.
CroftElectric.com. You wanted to jump in, Curtis?
Yeah.
What do you got?
NASCAR Oval. We may do the bump and grind. My favorite country family, the Rankin family. Shout out. Love them. I didn't love them until I started coming on the cage with you guys, and suddenly they're just in heavy rotation right now.
Nice. I like
Justin, the youngest of the Rankin family. Hey, shout out Saskatchewan Rough Rider Foundation 50/50. I know we got time, but the early bird is next Wednesday, 10 p.m., because the game is on Thursday, riders5050.ca. Have you heard about the early bird prize? You haven't yet, Sharky, have you?
No, I haven't.
This week or next week as well, early bird prize is a taste of the Maritimes tour for two.
Ooh.
Return flights, Sasky to Halifax, 7 nights, hotel accommodations, and some meals included. I'm sure there's some sort of tours and stuff. Or you can take $7,500 cash. Taste of the Maritimes tour, riders5050.ca again before next Wednesday at 10 p.m.
Oh, how much would the gout flare if I was on the lobster for 7 days?
You think gout? You think that would...
Seafood does it.
Yeah. Okay, and then let's do it again. No, we'll save it for hour 3. Okay. We'll save that for hour 3. But we will get into something. Do you want to break here? Let's break. And then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about something that's kind of gone viral this week on social media. 936-6262 Prairie Land Rentals text line. We're gonna get some stories, I'm sure, from the regulars and from the new listeners. We'll be back with that. It's the Sports Cage on 620 CKRM.
It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Extreme Hockey and Sport, 1425 McIntyre Street, the Cooperator Center, Moose Jaw Temple Garden Center, and online at extremehockey.net.
Jackson Suber, American, leads the Open after round 1, -5. Sanjay Im, Daniel Brown in second place. Top Canadian is Nick Taylor, 2 under par. The only other Canadian in the field is Corey Connors at 1 over. We got hardball tonight at Curry Field. Regina Red Sox hosting Lethbridge. Moose Jaw welcomes Energy City. Swifty is hosting Fort Mac. The Weyburn Beavers welcome the Brooks Bombers. Geez, that's a cheesy name. And the Saskatoon Berries are in Medicine Hat. CFL news. Don't know who's going to be starting for Hamilton this weekend.
Secret.
As they take on Toronto. Scott Milanjevic says he knows and he told the quarterback, but he's not telling anyone else. Shh. Wow, Scotty.
Secret.
And nothing new on Zach Caleros out of Edmonton. Drew Brown is starting. Drew Brown is starting for the Bombers. It's for Extreme Hockey and Sport, where still have the Progressive Baseball sale. Speaking of the Lang Angels, back in the day, this would have a deal that they would have been all over. One item, you save 10%. You save 15% on your second item, 20% on your third item, and then 25% on your fourth item and every item after. If you got a baseball player, a softball player, if you're slow pitch guy or girl,
just need a new glove.
Run
cleats
to Extreme Hot. Go and buy one and put it online somewhere. So put an autograph
Make money on it. Yeah.
They score big savings, bats, gloves, balls, helmets, training gear. It's all at Extreme Hockey and Sport under new management, locally run store, McIntyre Street in Regina. That's where you're going to find all the baseball stuff. They're also back open in the Cooperator Center, and then in August they'll be back open at Temple Garden Center in Moose Jaw. Good people over there at Extreme Hockey and Sport. Okay, we got some time here.
Where are we going?
If you're watching the stream, Curtis says thank you so much for hitting the like button and the subscribe. Let's all help Curtis out with what he's doing here. And then Colson when he comes back on Monday. Allegedly.
I can't believe Colson's coming back.
With a beard. We should have an over-under.
Yeah.
Or a bet. It is good.
You know, he normally has a beard.
Okay.
It just might be longer.
Okay. So, did everyone... First off, preface this with, I am not making fun of this gentleman.
No.
not. This is scary. I couldn't imagine this. But has everyone seen the bison attack from the weekend in Yellowstone National Park? If you're watching the stream, that older gentleman who looks a lot like Colin Lovequist and his granddaughter or grandson. I would do the exact same thing. You're far enough away. You pull out your camera.
You think you're far enough away.
You start. Don't be that guy right now, because look at that. There are ways where the guy that's filming it is closer, and he's a natural geographer kind of. So this bison is kind of doing some stuff around a campsite. Guy in a park vehicle drives by. All of a sudden, the guy in the park vehicle is like, "I'm out ski," and then he charges at the bush. So the grandson or daughter, I think, eludes it, but he starts running through the bush. And then this poor older gentleman, how old was he, Curtis?
I don't know.
He's in his 70s. He thinks that he's doing a good. This bison is attacking the trees, and he's going nuts. So I don't know where they should have done. There's a vehicle, and then the poor old man probably trying to save his granddaughter. And right here, the bison hits the old man, flips him up 20 feet in the air
At least.
and comes down hard. Curtis says at least it wasn't like a bull, and then they go and once you're on the ground,
They didn't gore
and
him.
go after
Yeah.
you. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up and I'm talking about this, you do a lot of hunting.
Mm-hmm.
You're a nature guy.
I'm outdoors.
You're the nature boy.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anything like this?
Charge me?
Yes.
No. Not charge me. No. And I've been close to bison, but those northern wood bison, like in the Northwest Territories, they're about half the size of those ones. And I've seen them, but didn't get out of the vehicle to go to get any closer to them. That was close enough. Had some moose look at me funny. Had some elk close enough that I was like, "Whoa, that's uncomfortable." But nothing's ever charged me. Nothing.
Curtis, you?
An angry goose at the Royal.
By bison or just like a large animal in general?
No, just alert. Any animal.
When I was fishing with the uncle once, like a bear came right up to us, like basically as far away as Sharky is from me now. Bear stands up on the back legs, and I was like, and at the time too, I was holding a fish. It was like just caught a fish, and I was like,
Black bear?
I think it was a brown bear, really long time ago.
They're kind of harmless.
Yeah. No, they're not.
No, sorry, not harmless was the wrong.
They're just like big puppies, right? You just give them a pet.
Just scratch their chin. They'll be fine.
Oh, I had a snack for them and everything.
I don't have to run.
You get rid of that fish off.
I don't have to run faster than the bear, but I do have to run faster than you.
Uncle. Uncle. Sorry, unks.
Yeah.
See ya, bud.
Bear got spooked though, but yeah.
Yeah, brown bears, black bears, see them lots. Have had lots of run-ins in Waskasoo with them on the golf course.
Yeah.
Never been a problem. But knock on wood.
I only like to see them through the scope.
I was once. Who in the text line here is from Saskatoon? There's a few people that messaged in. I was doing papers 6 a.m, and it was the 200 block of Avenue J South. That was part of our route.
Okay.
One half of the street is Optimus Park. The other half are houses. I remember this vividly. There was and it was so stupid because it's 6 a.m, and these people had these two massive dogs, and I could never see them, but they knew I was coming. And I would have my Walkman on with just the radio station.
Just rock set. Yeah.
Just radio station, Sun 102, shout out. And the one morning, I came around the corner. It's dark out. I remember it being dark, so it wasn't totally summer. And I came around the church, and I'm walking, not paying attention. And then down the street where these dogs were, one of them was out. And it sees me, and I see it. And I don't know, half a city block away. And I think it was pit bull mixed with something else. It doesn't like me. I know this.
It wasn't a Shih Tzu is what you're trying to say.
So I have the big paper bag thing on.
Yep.
It starts running at me. And I am like, oh my gourd. My Vietnamese friend who I did papers with is on another street. We had 2 routes. I dropped that bag off my shoulder. I ran. So I could have been in the Olympics. That could have been in Barcelona. No, because I hopped up on this old van, like a camper van, from the front. I ran to the front of this van, and that's the highest I've ever jumped in my life. I got up, I pulled myself up, and I went on top of this van. 6 a.m, dark.
Nobody to help you.
This dog is, and it's foaming at the mouth, and I'm on top of this van, and I'm just like, okay, now what happens? I'm not moving.
Yeah.
I'm not moving. People start coming out of their houses and all that. Somebody called. That's when the police weren't that busy with absolute skids everywhere, so they could be there somewhat quickly.
They could come and see these things.
And they came quick. The cop didn't want to get out of the vehicle either. They had to go, and I'm like, it's the house down there. There's another one. Watch out. And it finally... That's one of the most terrifying moments of my life with an animal, hands down. And like I said, it was a pit bull mixed with something else. And this thing saw me every morning and probably just wanted a piece of grade 8 bearcat.
It's looking at that paper boy going, I'm going to get him.
I'm just imagining Barney with like a flock of seagulls haircut going on right now. Just like Iran blasting in the background.
Yeah. Curly, my hair's curly, so it would have been like a mullet-ish something. And then... The only other time of an animal not charging at me, but going back to I spent my whole life in Waskesiu. When you go to Waskesiu in the spring, but more in the fall, the elk are on rut. I don't know what's it called.
Yeah.
And you have to stay away from the main park. Like distance wise, like I know, and there's always now tourists and they're out there filming, and it's like, oh buddy, this could end up.
Those things are so dangerous.
We were at, I think it was my stag, and we were up there, and I was walking from up the buddies, we rented cabins, and then I was staying at ours, and I rented a cabin, and I went to the rentals, and we played cards and all that, and I was buckled. And I remember walking around the corner somewhat near the main beach, and I'm like, I was probably on my BlackBerry, and I'm like, singing Roxette or whatever I was doing. And I was by myself for some reason when there were so many guys up there with us. I walked around the corner and I could just feel the heat of this massive elk staring from me to you away.
Yeah.
I am like, this is how it ends? Really? I love this place. It's not a bad place to go. This thing's going to stomp me to death, and this is where it happens. I think I kind of slowly backed up, like I'm talking, soiled myself scared, man. Backed up, I don't know, I remember backing up and walking on sand and just kept walking. And then there was other ones because it was fall time. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, and I somehow went the long way or went somewhere and got back. But I just remember walking around the corner and just...
He was right there.
Feeling the heat of this enormous animal. And I'm like... it's over.
Yeah.
Here it is. He's just going to stomp me.
As you're saying this, the only thing that's ever chased me was an angry steer once on the farm.
That'd be scary.
Well, I was able to get to the fence and get up and over. Little bulldogging, if you will, right? That was the only thing that's ever chased. No wild animals ever chased me. But yeah, I would not want to meet that elk like that at any time.
Or the pit bull.
Yeah, or the pit bull. Both of them I would solve the same way.
936-6262. There are some people coming at us with their stories as well. If you want us to pass on. If Suits is listening, I'm sure he has one. Yeah. I'm sure Suits does. We're going to talk to Suits in hour 3.
Well, it is
the Sports Cage, streaming through our YouTube channel as always, sportscage.com, and we are on 620 CKRM. For Access Communications on this Thursday, thank you. However you're listening to the program, whether it's on 620 CKRM, on any of the audio streams, or maybe you're watching it on YouTube through sportscage.com. Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Sharky's here with me. He's for Flooring Superstore. Trent Ticken and their team over there.
Fabulous.
Cash and carry prices, or they can install anything when it comes to flooring. Curtis,
even Lionel,
is with Messi. If you missed any of it, you can go back and listen in podcast form for Fries Tallman Lumber, Fort Capella and Regina, where right now they got a door and window sale. I saw on their socials.
Really?
A sneaky midsummer door and window sale. Delivery available to the cottage, to the farm, to the house in Fort Capel and in Regina. More than a lumberyard for easttallman.com. Okay, first off, before we get to suits, 936-6262, Prairieland Rentals text line is buzzing again today.
You make it hot.
James said, visiting my brother and family in Surrey, BC, probably 30 years ago, an angry pit bull got loose in the neighborhood. He neutralized four Jack Russell Terriers in a neighborhood backyard. They bark no more. True story. That's kind of sad. I'm a dog guy. Roscoe,
our favorite buddy Roscoe in Kindersley.
I showed you guys the picture of what I almost stepped on at the Whirlwind Golf Course in Chandler. Oh, I'm so lucky my buddy
saw it first.
Went first because I was jumping over that bush from the cart. Roscoe says, I almost stepped on a rattlesnake while archery hunting along the river. I grabbed it with my right hand just behind the head. It wrapped around my arm,
Roscoe.
And I thought, now what do I do? I managed to get out of my predicament and carry on. I don't know why I picked it up.
Yeah, that would not have been my first instinct, was to pick it up.
No.
That's not even on my top 10 list of things to do with a rattlesnake.
Andrew says, I was up in Waskasiu some years ago in the spring. Some local youths, bright bulbs for sure, were chasing elk. What a bunch of clowns.
Yeah.
And then Pat says, the dog could smell the fear from you 2 city blocks away. That's why he always looked for you. LOL, Pat.
Should have carried maybe a hot dog in your pocket.
What would that have done?
Let it stop and eat the hot dog.
No, I think he knew the hot dog. If I threw the hot dog at him, he was still going to be there. I'm going to get the big guy.
He's got to have more.
The delivering papers guy that I've wanted for the last year and a half. And then I'll go. Actually, a guy taught me a trick once, though, and it's worked a number of times in my life. It wouldn't have worked in that instance. Learned it actually really young, and I remember I've done it a few times.
What's the trick?
If a dog comes chasing at you, you pretend that you're bending down, and if you have a rock, you pick it up. But if not, you pretend, and then you pretend like you're going to throw it, and the dog will stop. It's worked a number of times.
Really?
I feel like if you filed a report afterwards and the dog biting you and all that jazz, and they'd be like, so you had what in your pocket? And you're surprised the dog was trying to get you.
Curtis said it's an excellent point.
Yes.
I'm going to rethink my whole dog strategy.
And then somebody like us would say, what kind of hot dog was it? Was it a Harvest? Like Brian Raymond, and they serve at Flowing Springs.
Yeah. It wasn't a Harvest dog. No wonder he
Thanks, everyone who's messaging. We're talking about the bison flipping the 65-year-old man up in the air with his grandson. Jeffrey's our fact checker of the day. Thanks,
wildlife
Jeffrey,
is called wildlife for a reason.
Scary. I don't know what I would have done there. I think running
First off, I wouldn't have been there.
Grandson running through the bushes, I think, is the smart play, and hope that he's just like, okay, and then trying to flag someone. I don't know. I don't think he made a bad play there, because you're running a straight line, it's going to catch you.
Oh, without a doubt it is.
So you sacrifice yourself for the grandson, obviously, and then you hope the trees are a barrier, and you get agile. Ryan Whitney.
Do you know how big those things are?
Ryan Whitney on Spitting Chicklets was saying he would have dusted it. He would have been able to break its ankles. There's no way it would have got him. And the guy
he'd have given it a hard left.
The guy's like, "You're crazy," and he's like, "You ever see me go around the net?" I think the guy the guy made the right play,
saving the grandson.
I don't know if I'm not saying I would have got out of that situation. I think I might have been up in the air too. Broken bones, poor guy.
Oh,
poor guy. I know you know he's going to want to talk about it. Hopefully he has a wildlife story. Let's go talk to Glen Suitor.
All right.
Time now for press coverage with CFL and Saskatchewan Rough Rider legend Glen Suitor on the Sports Cage. Brought to you by Freeze Tallman Lumber, locally owned, family grown, rooted in our community for 70 years in Regina and Fort Capel.
Do you have he's got one? All right, Suits. Yeah. The floor is yours, bud.
Yeah. Well, first of all, there's the encounters where, and I have them right out here on my street, where you're in front of a bear that is sitting like Winnie the Pooh eating garbage, and you think, I could walk right up to this bear and pet him on the head and he'd be fine. Because they look so docile and so friendly and so cute. This was 2 days ago, by the way.
Oh man.
Big Bob's back.
This is why you should be watching the stream.
Yeah.
For pictures like this. Are you kidding me?
Is that in your front yard?
That thing is fat.
Yeah, that's about 5 feet from my front of my driveway. And
wow.
Yeah, Bob is back. So, you see this, and when I was about to walk my dog out there, and I'm at the edge of the driveway, and then I see him, and I quickly turn the dog around and get him back in before he goes nuts. And then I start walking out going, what are you doing? Like, I thought, well, I don't know what I thought. Like, am I going to walk over to him and pet him on the head? Or, because if I'm within 5, they move. These things move.
They're very fast.
And you better make sure you're in a vehicle or something. By the way, I saw the bison clip, and that was just, man, that guy was airborne. Anyway, that's one of the sort of interactions where you can't let your own comfort level fool you. Those are, as you mentioned, Sharky, they're wild animals. If you go up and they think you're threatening their food source in that moment,
you're dead.
Big trouble. Yeah. Big trouble. And no, you can't break their ankles.
You can't dodge them. You can't dodge them.
Let's go. Glenn, you're the color commentator. Go through the clip. I don't think he does anything wrong on this play. I think he does exactly. Curtis, can you cue it up? So take us through this, Glenn. Give us the TSN best color guy in the league on it.
Well, first of all, bad pre-snap decision here when you're looking at trying to read the defense and you decide, you know what, let's get over there and get nice and close. And I've got, my young grandson here with me. Oh, look, he's playful. See, this is where you fall into Bob, right? Like, oh, look, he's playful. He's rolling around in the dirt. This is where you go back to your vehicle so that if Bob or if the bison is going to hit you, he's going to have to hit you through your vehicle. Now you're in trouble. Now you're off schedule, trying to find the open field and an open receiver somewhere, running for your life with defensive linemen chasing you. And that's the biggest defensive lineman, by the way, you'll ever face. So yeah, there was no good outcome after you made the pre-snap decision.
See, I think he's okay.
Oh, till there.
Using the trees as almost like he's running a screenplay.
I would have gone behind the white Subaru.
And then when the white car shows up, like Jamarcus Hardrick, a pulling guard, I think you get behind the white Subaru.
Yeah.
Or you hop in.
Yeah.
Or get on top.
That's the off-schedule move. Hop in and put your seatbelt on because he might flip that SUV too. So scariest one for me. This is the one that really freaked me out. I'm going to take you back to Cayman. Okay, now we're back in the Cayman Islands.
Our favorite.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this was a different type of story than the last one I told a long time ago. So part of the Cayman Island experience was that we would take tourists scuba diving. And I was a diving instructor at the time, so I would take tourists out, and it would be like a group of 6 people, and we'd go scuba diving. And I would have to coax spotted moray eels or moray eels coming out of holes. I'd have to coax them. I'd bring down some bait, a little piece of ham from breakfast or whatever. And I'd wave it. I knew where the eels were hiding, and I'd wave it in front of them and try and draw them out so that the tourists could see them. Because often I would see them because I'd been on so many dives there, and the tourists always missed them. They'd come back to the boat, and I'd say, "Did you see the spotted eel?" And they, "No, where was it?" So I had to get their attention. So I'm doing that one day, and I feel this rush of water over the back of my head. And keep in mind, down there, you're not wearing the full suits and everything. It's nice tropical water. But I feel this rush of water come over my head, and I look up like this, and there is a shark that has come from behind me, and I bet was 10 feet if it was an inch. And those sharks weigh about 1,000 pounds, and it kind of went over top of me. And I thought at that moment, had it wanted to, I would have been lunch, because I had no idea it was behind me. And then I start to kind of slowly swim away, and my tourist, because I had my head in the hole trying to get an eel to come out.
Oh.
The tourists had already gone. They were in the boat. like they just saw the shark coming or something, and they had disappeared. Like, I saw one guy getting off the ladder. You could see from 60 feet down, you could still see the bottom of the boat. So one guy's on the ladder climbing out of the water. And it's because that was my first instinct. I'm responsible for this 6 people. I've got to find out, make sure they're okay. So I turn around, and now I know I'm by myself, and I'm slowly swimming backwards, and the shark turns around on a dime and starts swimming towards me.
Oh, here we go.
And so I start swimming slowly to the left of me, which is deeper water, and I'm thinking, this is a bad call, because...
This is where he wants me to go.
Yeah, he's drawing me into this area. So then he turns, another turn towards me, and now I'm like, my heart rate, I don't think it's ever been higher in my life, because I'm looking at
maybe the kick. Maybe or was this higher?
No, not even close to the kick. The kick was a good 40 beats below that, and this shark, as it turns the last time, I'm sitting there looking down. I'm now floating over. I can't see the bottom below me, so I'm really in deep water. And I think, don't go down there, because he's comfortable down there. And I think, do I bolt for the surface? And right about then, with him about 8 feet away from me, he turns and swims away. It was almost as if he looked at me and said, "Yep, I would have had you anytime I wanted you. I decided not to. Consider yourself lucky."
Do you get back on the boat with the half a egg sandwich or piece of bacon or whatever you had?
I got back on the boat, and I said, you know what? I'll buy. Let's go to the bar.
Let's call it a day.
Let's go to the bar, because I could really use a drink right now.
Is there a plan or a protocol or a suggested action when you see a shark like that? Like, is there...
It's just to punch it in the nose. It's to teach you in Hawaii. If you're surfing, you're supposed to try.
If they get too close, and you can reach it. If you have like if we ended up going on some shark dives with just instructors where we were equipped and videotaping them things, but we had the pole to poke them in the nose if they came too close. But this one,
really, that's
in
the
this
whole
case,
plan is to poke the shark in the nose.
Yeah, that's the best we got so far. Shark. So, but in those cases, to stay calm and breathe calmly if you can, but don't get wild. Like, don't swim away fast. Try to swim to the surface quickly, because there's other problems you'll have there, like where you don't want to go to the surface too quickly and hold your breath. So you'll embolize. That you don't want to have an embolism going to the surface. So for sharks, even if you're swimming or surfing, stay calm, swim smoothly, because they go after fish that are injured or flat, just thrashing
or scared.
around. Or scared.
I would have thought to lay on the bottom of the ocean. That would have been my thought, to get as still as I could and lay on the ocean.
Right? Or try to find a little coral, so at least you have one side of you that's covered. That kind of thing. But yeah, it was one of those moments where it was an Oscar performance to get back on the boat and act like I was okay, because I was not okay.
This is good.
It was the cleaning of the shorts on the way up that might have been get this out.
It was exactly. It was my God.
Did you take a few personal days after that one?
Well, no, we went back out the next morning, but I said, instead of the early morning 7 a.m. dive, it was the noon dive, because I had a bit of a headache after the night that I was going to drown all those insecurities.
Oh man, I can't even imagine that one.
Yeah.
I'd have rather faced your pit bull than that.
Yeah, shark. We don't know. We're not equipped for that.
No, it's not a prairie thing.
And we're in their part. Like it's not like you can say, "Hey, let's go to land and let's see how." Like you're there.
They got home court.
They do have home court.
They got home court.
It's like that bison.
He had home court too.
He knew what. Yeah, I didn't see. I didn't think. I thought they were far enough away. I would have been like, yeah, that would have been me. And then, wow, do they close the gap? Can they close the gap?
And get a tackle?
They are Tavon Campbell on Kenny Lawler last weekend.
Yeah, makeup speed.
Hey,
they can get it done.
CFL, I don't know if you hear when we had Arash on, but I want to get your take on this. And Curtis has some graphics up here. What Philpot's doing in Montreal. Only 5 weeks in. Yes, we know that. There's a chance he could be breaking some records this year.
Yeah, big time. And I've been saying the last 2 weeks, best receiver in the league. And I know we often talk about Kenny Lawler, but Kenny Lawler's numbers aren't close. He's had basically a season already in the first 5 weeks statistically. Tremendous trust with his quarterback. Believe in him. And, I know his dad really well, Corey, covered him, from the broadcast booth. And Corey Philpot was, an every play guy. And so I'm not surprised that his two sons are also the same way. Like they're bringing it every time. The only issue that they've had in their career so far in this ascent to greatness has been injury. That they've had to fight that a little bit, and his brother more than him. But just outstanding, best player, best receiver in the league right now.
We had talked earlier about best backup quarterback situation. We got in quite a heated discussion around which team, after watching Jake Dolegala struggle last week, which team's got the best backup quarterback situation. We'd like your feedback because we have some very strong opinions.
Okay, where do the opinions come from? Like you guys
from
talk.
Us, so I wouldn't. We use strong loosely.
Yeah,
No, I'm not questioning the source. I'm wondering how big the debate got.
Well, Curtis and text message on Prairie Line Rentals text line, for the most part, concurred that it was Edmonton. I think it's Winnipeg. Sharky, I can't remember. Where did you land?
Saskatchewan and Ottawa. I still think McLeod Bethel Thompson gives them a great chance.
Sharky's been
drinking
Ottawa.
That's a good question. I think when Drew Brown ended up back, and it looks like he'll be playing in Ottawa, which is one of the great TV stories going into this weekend's game. Yeah, of the week, without question. And it's funny because those two quarterbacks, and get sidetracked here for a second, but those two quarterbacks in Jake Mayer and in Drew Brown, those guys. There's great mutual respect there. I mean, they were both competing for the job, and one guy won it, the other guy didn't. And so they're not mad at each other. They're not, it has nothing to do with them and their relationship. And yet, for Drew Brown, this is going to be one of those I told you so moments if he can make it that way. If he plays like he did in that first game against Toronto last weekend, in his first game, he had one practice, and Drew Brown threw for 339 yards. And when I talked to Mike O'Shea earlier today, he said that he wanted Drew to take that opportunity in Ottawa when he left Winnipeg the first time, because if you're given an opportunity to become the guy, you got to give your backup quarterback that chance to do that. So he did that, but he told Drew, I don't want to lose you at all, because he felt there is no question with him and Zach, that is the best 1-2 combination in the league. They really felt that way, and they think they have that back again. And Zach's very close, by the way, but it looks like Drew only because he practiced all week with the number one team. So, yeah, I think that one is interesting. Taylor Powell is I think a lot of people are giving him a lot of leeway on he'll be the next guy. I still want to see more reps in live games and regular season games. We've seen a handful. And I'm not going to give up on Trey Ford either. You know, I don't know what Hamilton's going to do, and I'm doing the game this weekend. I don't know what Hamilton's going to do yet. I'm sure I will shortly, but if it's Trey Ford and the play calling is suited to his style, he could put on a show. I wouldn't give up on him yet. If it's Dalagala, and do we see both maybe? So that's a good question on who has the best 1-2 punch. And I'm a Tommy Stevens fan. You guys know that. Like, yep. I really am. And I know he's not technically the number 2, but I would love to see him play a few games as the guy and just see what he does.
Yeah.
I've said it to his face when he sat in the studio.
Is the game of the week BC Edmonton or Montreal Calgary?
Oh, come on. It's BC Edmonton. I was going to take us.
I'm asking the man a question.
I want him to handicap the game for us tomorrow night.
All right. Go ahead.
BC Edmonton? Yeah. Well, I like the two matchups, like the Hamilton. No, I'm being selfish there. Those are my games. I'm going out east. BC Edmonton, a good one. You know that Nathan Rourke has not lost to Edmonton, and those teams are running out. You know, he's so new in his journey, but those teams are starting to run out that he's undefeated against. But the key to how they beat them in Kelowna was controlling or almost taking Justin Rankin out of the picture early in that game. And it almost took Maximic, the offensive coordinator, almost changed his play calling because he thought, I don't want to say what he was thinking, but because it looked like to me, because they stopped him in the first half, he changed his play calling and kind of took him out of the mix for at least 2 or 3 series. And then he brought him back in late in the third quarter, and Rankin started getting going again. Now they run out of time, and there's a couple of interceptions that Cody threw, and BC wins their first game. So, if they will have learned from that, is my point, and they'll keep Rankin involved the entire time, because like Philpot, Rankin is on pace to smash some records. And I played against the guy that he's looking at beating the record, and it's This is the most exciting football player to watch. Mike Pringle was the guy I played against, by the way. But this is the most exciting player to watch in the league.
What was Pringle like on the field?
Well, think of it this way, Barney. If you were to kind of stand there and lean forward, and I took a sledgehammer and I hit you on the top of the head with it, that's kind of what it felt like to tackle him. And I'll bring up a quick story. So we're up against Montreal and Mike Pringle. We're up by 4, and we know on defense they're getting the ball back with about 2 minutes and 50 seconds, 2 minutes 30 to go. And we know we get a stop. They get it on their own 20. We get a stop, it's game over. We win. So we knew on defense we were going to get a stop. And they start driving the field, handing it off to Mike Pringle. It was no pass. There was no pass plays involved. They just handed it off, and he would get 8, and then 14, and then 6, and then 8. And we were in the huddle saying, hey, we know what they're going to do. We all are seeing what they're doing. They're giving the ball to Mike Pringle. And they went right down to the 1-yard line with about 10 seconds to go, and they kneeled down to win the game. Did I say we were up by 4? They were up by 4.
Yeah.
Kneel down.
Mike had some action on the game.
Yeah, no, kneel down to win the game. So we knew if we got the stop there, we were winning, because we would be in plus territory. We get the stop, we're winning. They drove the field, and on the 1-yard line, they kneeled down because they felt sorry for us. Mike Pringle had 80 yards of offense in that drive alone.
So
and we couldn't stop him.
A bit like Grandpa and the Bison is what you're telling me what it was like with Mike Pringle. Is that the similar comparison?
Grandpa and the Bison is a great analogy because that is exactly what it felt like when you tried to tackle Mike Pringle.
All right.
And probably many of times when the safety came down at that time, I looked just like that guy flying through the air.
Okay, there's Mike Pringle.
Just like that guy.
Poor guy. I'm glad he lands on his side and not on his neck or something, though.
Well, no, he was fine. He's fine. He's got a few bones to fix and stuff, but he's okay. He's going to be fine.
Do you remember this? Curtis, can you pull up the 1991?
1991, yeah.
You would have been playing.
Yeah.
We found this article as we get ready for the CKRM 100. Cable Regina, Cable Saskatoon, Cable Yorkton banded together. It cost $70,000, and they hired the TSN broadcast team to do the game in Calgary, and then they were going to basically pay-per-view it to Saskatchewan, people that wanted to pay, that had a decoder, and the cost was $19.95 early bird price, roughly between reading the lines, and it was $24.95. You had to have this decoder if you needed it, $5.95, and then you see at the bottom there the ad. Or you could go watch at some of those classic local taverns and for $10 a person. It's just I know you will love this, Glenn, because you're in the business. You're on TSN, and then it says in here to add a local angle. Quarterback Rick Warman and linebacker Dan Rasovich will be wearing wireless microphones. So Curtis kind of brought up the fact earlier, like how good we have it, being able to watch the games. And of course we listen to them, and I watch and listen to Luke and Dave. But what a time back then, right? Where they're taking a $70,000 gamble, which nowadays would be, I don't even know what I would equate to try and do something different. I really like it. I think it's. Did you ever remember anything like this?
Yeah, I vaguely do. I mean, I remember that and the pay-per-view discussion and how, trying to get as many games as we could on television was, the big push. I also remember when CBC decided to not have commentators in games.
Yes.
And just play the games and let you decide, or you could, I guess, add your own, analysis or play-by-play. I'd love to hear that too. Who would be the analyst and who would be the play-by-play guy for you two guys?
I've done play-by-play for football. I actually love it.
Yeah, I would be the analyst.
Okay, so that would be easy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're the analyst. And by the way, can you please tell me next time it's hat day? Because I have the exact same hat, and I didn't know we were wearing the hat uniform day today.
This is the new 100 one, though. You have the one that's very similar. I know which one you're talking about. This is a Hyundai 100.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go check my mailbox to see if mine's.
I think I saw it in that garbage that Bob was eating.
Yeah, that the bear was going through.
Got in there. Sorry, I know. Yeah, no, it's. So when do you leave out east? Tomorrow morning?
Yeah. Out there tomorrow, and then the back-to-back games be in the rivalry, Toronto-Hamilton, and then Ottawa and Drew Brown's return. And I'm looking forward to finding out who Hamilton's going to play at quarterback. That's going to be interesting. Do they go with both, or do they give Trey a try, or are they going to say Dolegala? See, to me, if Dolegala was going to not start, then they would have let Trey play in the fourth quarter in Saskatchewan, because then they'd say, well, we might as well see something else. It's the quarterback position is kind of like a goalie in hockey. If you're losing and it's not working, you can't change a forward or change a defenseman. It might not be the goalie's fault, really, but he's the only guy you can change that might spark your team to be different, to play differently. And, I think Dolegala fell into that a little bit.
Wouldn't it be something if they play Harrison Frost, who was just signed this week?
I don't think Harrison Frost is going to play. I don't think he's going to dress Yeah.
Yeah. Drew Brown did it in one practice, but he knows Tommy Condell, and he knows the Bombers, and he knows their terminology and everything. If it just a guy dropping in, I mean, Frost was there too in Hamilton, so that's he does have some familiarity. Yeah.
Okay. Most important question: how are the salmon doing right now? Have you been out?
Yeah, salmon. The DFO here, Sharky. And one day you and I have got to sit and just have a session where we just complain about the rules of fishing and the restrictions.
They're different out there than back here. They're not as bad here as out there. Yeah.
But they out here, the only way you can keep a salmon is if you're hopping on 1 foot on a single hook that has no barbs and it's raining on a Tuesday. And, it's just amazing the code you have to decipher to try and figure out. I hear there's some coho being caught out front here. We're not allowed to even retain springs yet. So,
that's because the zone you're in, right?
Well, it's all broken up into zones. And this is what's funny is that from Point Atkinson, which is Lighthouse Park, which is just past West Van, if you've ever been out here, and that first zone is 28, and the other one behind it is called zone 29. Now, at times you can retain a salmon in zone 29, but not in zone 28. So I asked the DFO guys, hang on a second, if it's kind of like you're allowed to pee in the deep end of the pool, but not in the shallow end. Like, that's crazy. I mean, do the fish hit a certain line underwater and go, no, don't go over there. That's where they can keep us.
That's where the fence is. There's a fence.
Yeah.
Fence there. Yeah, they know.
I don't know. Why can't we just keep it simple? You're allowed to keep one salmon. Barney, are you?
Barney's back.
You lost Barney. But you
guys are speaking another language.
Yeah.
I just left.
Keep one salmon per day per person, and that's it. And that'll be the way we can conserve salmon. If you can't, then just shut it down for a year, maybe, whatever. But these zoning rules and treble hook rules and oh my goodness. Oh, and you better be able to identify a salmon too, because if you have the wrong one in your cooler.
Oh yeah,
and you're in big trouble.
Not my strength.
What?
Not my strength.
Yes.
Actually, good question on the text line. What is the fine?
Oh, they can get pretty nasty. Like, for instance, a buddy of mine was fishing in the river, caught a salmon, didn't write it down. Like, when you catch a Chinook
you
salmon,
gotta track it. Yeah,
you have to write it down on your license. And the DFO guy comes up behind him and he says, "Hey, let me see I see your fish. Let me see your license." He said, "Oh, I haven't done it yet. I just caught the fish." And he goes, "Okay, that's a $600 fine. $600 for not writing it down minutes after you caught it, and it happened to be a DFO guy walking by." Now, could any human being just say, "Listen, here's what I'm going to do, buddy. I'm going to walk down and look at some of the other fishermen here, and then I'm going to come back and just make sure it's recorded, okay? Because, we have to do." Could we not have done that? Like, don't get me started on these guys. Like,
maybe he had a bad day.
Could have had a bad day.
Yeah. He was going to take it out on the guy who hadn't written it down because it was 10 minutes ago that
he took Hamilton last week.
You run into nice police officers, and for a lot of times, and sometimes it's like, hey, I'm going to go on a warning.
Yep.
Fix
this. Yeah, you're going to be better. Yeah.
Okay, we went long today, Suits, but it was good.
So you're saying come out Monday, bring one rubber boot and my rain gear. I'm in.
And hop on one boot, catch it with a single hook that's not barbed, and make sure you reel in left-handed. I don't know. I think that's part of the code that you have to
bring some loose leaf so you can write down whatever he was talking about.
I've got one of those.
One of those Hilroy books from school.
Okay. Suits, appreciate it, man.
Are you doing the Thursday game next week in Regina? You don't do Thursday games, do you?
I am.
You do?
I'll be there. Yes.
Oh, we might have to have a pint and maybe some Western pizza.
What day? Were you just coming in Thursday? Well, what was the schedule?
No, I'll come in Wednesday. Yep, in Wednesday and out Friday.
Let's coordinate. Maybe you do the hit Wednesday and come in live in here, and then we skedaddle somewhere.
Like it. Done. Consider it done.
All right.
I'm in.
Okay.
Can we talk some more DFO? Like because I'm going to rant to my wife for another half hour.
Okay.
God bless her.
Travel safe. Travel safe this weekend. Talk to you next.
Thanks, gentlemen.
See you, Suits. So, yes, Glen
Bye-bye.
Suitor for Freeze Tom and Lumber in Regina and Fort Capel. More than a lumber yard. We got siding, decking, roofing, windows, and doors. Right now, there's a sale on. Delivery available to your home or cabin. They're local. More than a lumber yard. Freeze Tom and Lumber. We got to go to break. It's a Sports Cage on 620 CKRM.
It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Steelcraft Doors Regina, made in Western Canada for Western Canadians.
The Open over in England. Jackson Suber leads at -5. He was 130-1 to be the round one leader. Top Canadian is Nick Taylor at 2 under par.
So you're saying there's a chance.
And Corey Connors, the other Canadian, is 1 over. Western Canadian baseball at Currie tonight. Red Sox, 7:05 against Lethbridge. Moose Jaw's home to Energy City. We have Weyburn welcoming Brooks. Swift Current home to Fort Mac. Saskatoon traveling to Medicine Hat. CFL, Scott Milanovich says the starting quarterback for the Tiger has been named, and he's told that guy and the other guy, but he's not telling anyone else.
The secret.
We're keeping secrets.
Top secret.
Suits is going to find out tomorrow. They're home to Toronto on Saturday. Drew Brown's going to start for Winnipeg. Not sure if Zach Caleros is going to dress. Steelcraft Doors, locations in Regina, Saskatoon, Prince Albert, covering all of Saskatchewan. If something wrong with your garage door, like me, and then you know Steelcraft Doors, because it's made in Western Canada for Western Canadians, visit your local Steelcraft Doors. Okay. Where do you want to get back into here?
Where do you want to go?
A lot today.
We have.
It's been great. Great text.
A lot of wildlife conversations.
Mostly some really, really, really good text messages. Sprinkle of the day we haven't done.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Oh, hey.
What do we got on the go here?
There's really...
Curtis, bring it up.
There's really nothing today, but...
We going to prep tomorrow's football game?
Well, tomorrow I was going to talk about tomorrow's football game. If you can leave that to me. Can you still go? Yeah, you can still go. Can you still go futures for the Open? Let's go golf. The Open Championship winners are still showing me. Scotty Scheffler's still the favorite. Playing 5-1 at sportselect.com.
So where's the guy that Jackson Suber? Now he's 19.
Yeah, I don't even know what his to win the tournament odds were. But they've
changed a lot.
This is the sneaky thing. A lot of these guys are going off in the morning there tomorrow, so it's flipped, and there's going to be some scores put up by some of these guys. Cameron Young, I had him as a first-round leader. Just a little sprinkle, and I think he was... Well, let me do the math quick.
So where's this course they're playing? It's in England, but is it like on one of the oceans again, or like one of the...
Yeah,
it's on the water?
It's on the west side of England, north of Liverpool. So Liverpool's got Royal Liverpool Golf Course, they call Hoy Lake. Then they got Royal Birkdale, which is up the road. And then they have, I think it's Royal Lytham St. Anne's, which is another one. So when you go to, that's why my 50th was planning to maybe go to Liverpool, because as a Beatles fan, and then try and get reciprocals or try and just get on. Harry, who's co-host with me, he did that last year on his own. He went over to Liverpool, stayed for 10 days, and just golfed up that coast. Played all these courses.
Wow.
But yeah, that's where it is. It's in England this year.
Okay.
And next year, I think it's back. Next year, it's St. Andrews. It's wild, man.
Wow.
First time we went, I played St. Andrews. The stands were up, 2010. I got some pictures. That's so cool, man.
That would be very cool.
Rory had a tough day. But yeah, if you wanted, there's just some value there. There's some value going into tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got Cameron Young. I like Cameron Young. And he had a chance today. He missed like 3 birdie putts in a row.
Is he from England?
He's American. Cameron Young.
Okay.
Yeah. SportsSelect.com. Make your picks online. Generate a QR code and scan it at the Lotto Spot retailer. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly. And when you're ready to bet with the original. SportsSelect.com.
Nice.
The Bison thing we talked about. If anyone wants to go to the rodeo, I just noticed we still have some tickets. Yeah, I know you got like 5 minutes left in the show.
We still don't know who the cabaret band is.
936-6262. Saturday night, Pile of Bones Rodeo in Regina, Brant Center. 4 tickets to the rodeo, 4 tickets to the cabaret. Text in if you haven't won anything in the last 30 days, even if you have at this point. Text in because I forgot about them. I'm sorry.
Sorry. My apologies. It's my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Oh, it's not like a conversation with a spouse.
It's my fault.
Yeah.
NHL schedule was released.
Yes.
And a lot of people up in arms because the Flames don't play the Oilers the last game, possibly, unless they make the playoffs.
The regular season? Yeah.
April 10th, last regular season game. Probably last
Could be
game
ever.
At the Saddle Dome.
Are they going to knock that thing down?
For sure. Why they keep it?
I don't know.
April 10th against the Vancouver Canucks.
Well, you know they'll win.
You know it'll be packed.
They'll win. Canucks are terrible.
You want a break?
Yeah.
We need to take a break?
Yeah.
Curtis says we got to take a break. Okay. And then there's one other interesting on the NHL schedule front. We'll get back after the break. Okay. Rodeo tickets. Thanks for messaging in. That was quick. We got rid of them.
Nice.
John and Dysart. I think, are we giving away both, Curtis? And James in Lumsden. Going to be going to the rodeo and the cabaret. Curtis will hook you up.
Yep.
You got to come pick them up, though, by tomorrow at 4:30 or get someone to because they're hard tickets. They're the paper. Okay, back to the NHL schedule.
Go ahead.
Do you know where the outdoor game is this year?
I say it's not in Florida.
No.
It's in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
At Cowboy Stadium?
Yep. Dallas and Vegas.
Like Jerry's Stadium? Jerry World? Dallas and Vegas?
February 20th.
Jerry's World.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Get this, man. Benny Walchuk texted me when we were talking to Suits for 40 minutes. Connor Sissons, young golfer at the amateur.
I'm reading it right now.
Shot a 6'3", 63. Yeah. New course record at Kenosee.
Yeah.
I think beat Bart Holt's old record.
Connor Sissons is presently second. Well, he's in third. Ethan Hunter and
they
Austin
got one
Nesbitt.
round tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the leaderboard look like?
Right now, Austin Nesbitt and Ethan Hunter through 10 are tied at -6. Then Sissons at -5. Carson Harcourt and Drejean Sparvier are at -4. There's your top 5.
And one more round tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Alex is leading on the women's?
Alex is tied through 14 with Grace Odnikon. Chloe Wills is 2 strokes back. They're all on 14, all 3 of those. Yeah.
Well,
Big challenge for the ladies.
Benny Walchuk will keep me updated. SportsCage.com if you want to read more about that. Benny will have a good write-up on it, and we'll go from there. Thanks again, everybody. Prairie Land Rentals text line today, 600 Albert Street. Deal with the owner. Text messages were great.
Lots of good stuff today.
Great today. And also the Western Pizza guest hotline was buzzing. Pick up some Western Pizza tonight.
And a bison steak.
I just got a text message from our favorite guy from out west.
Okay.
Glen Suitor.
What'd he say?
Let me take you and Sharky out for dinner Wednesday night.
My schedule is freed right up.
What a dude.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how good of a guy he is.
Yeah.
And he said the camera helps with that.
It does.
Being out, I didn't know Suits 2 years ago.
No, this camera situation we've got where we're on YouTube and we can see all our guests, it makes it much more interactive.
You get to learn.
Much
Curtis
more
is
personal.
pulling that mic to his face pretty quick here.
Curtis is joining.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the invite, Suits? Am I not invited to dinner too?
Coulson will be back next week. You're out. You're done.
Hey, I think he might have thought you were on holidays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I won't leave until...
I'll talk to him. You can... He said, he's listening. He says, Curtis can come, but he has to pick something off the kids' menu.
Why not? I don't mind. I don't mind some chicken tendies. Why not?
Mac and cheese.
I just made that up. Yeah, and tomorrow I'm back with Curtis. Curtis's last show until he goes on holidays, and then he gets the fill-in roles. It's been a pleasure. Just to tee up some stuff for tomorrow, if I can. Let me go through this. We're going to talk to the winner of that $75,000 scratch ticket.
Nice.
How that happened, where that happened. Oh, that'll be kind of quick. We have the Prairie Golf Gems tomorrow.
Nice.
The Sask Landing Golf Course.
It looks beautiful.
South of
I drove by it
I know.
a week and a half ago. It looked awesome.
Paul Lapalisse is supposed to join. Farhan Lalji, Luke Mullender, and to talk hockey training and how it's changed through the years, Todd Liskowicz.
Really? Liskey's coming in. I love it.
Show tomorrow. He's on video.
Okay. Still
It's
good.
packed. I'll be busy.
You will.
Be on my toes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Curtis and I.
No liquid lunch for you, man. You got to have your game day. Game face on.
Yeah, I'm a big get hammered at lunch guy. All right. The show is for Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Thanks to Western Pizza Guest Hotline, all the guests that join, and Prairie Line Rentals text line. Sharky, great show. Curtis,
Thanks, brother.
Good job. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.